T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Yes, lovely people, back in your life again. It is Friday the 24th of September. Hope you're all well. As always, guys, before we get into the show, please make sure you smash the like button. It doesn't cost you anything to do it, and it really helps the channel. Plus, it only takes like half a second. Let's go. Matt Drift, how you guys doing today?
I'm all right, man.
Friday, bro. Favorite day. Actually, one of my favorite days. No, it's the favorite day of during the week. Can't even.
I don't know, bro. We've got so many things popping now that I don't know which day I enjoy the most. Although
No,
I do love
Friday.
talking to the lovely people, though. That's the thing.
This is for me. It's Friday. No, for me it's Friday, and then obviously weekend, innit? Like you can't beat a Friday, even when you've had that long week of when you wake up on a Monday and you're like, but then you got Monday night show. See what I'm doing there, people? The promotion thing.
Yeah.
You get to Wednesday, Tuesday. You're like, oh man, you still got how many days left? Got a bag of days left, man. Week ain't done yet till Friday. Then you remember, you got a preview. Then Thursday come along, you're like, still one more day till Friday. Then you realize you got Twitch show. And then Friday, you're like, raw, Liverpool play tomorrow, but you know what I can do instead? There's no football on today, I don't think. Raw, man's got the Kopish Kall-In and Rival watch. Then Saturday come now, watch Liverpool. Then you're back, then you watch Kopish. You chill out for the rest of the weekend. Then Sunday, recharge and do all over again.
Come on.
Weekend.
Shout out to Danny LFC says, why are these Chelsea fans thinking they're invincible? Hey, they've had a good start to the season, but you know,
they've had a
the
good start,
exact same start.
Yeah.
The European Cup will do that to you, innit?
Very true.
True, man.
Ash Q says has become a member of ours, so thank you very much, Ash Q. Hope you enjoy being a member. Had a great video go out this week, actually, a really fun video regarding Liverpool players as cars. So make sure you check that out. If you're a member, if you're not a member, check it out as well. Become a member. Check out. Or in some cases.
Remember these ones, all the old school man. Are you pulling out the choke? No, bro. Are you pulling out the choke? I've choked it, bro. But you're gonna flood the engine, bro. Don't do it too much.
Do you know how old school the choke is? Oh bro. My, the choke, the lever,
bro.
Bro,
hey,
matting,
fuck you, no.
Daggy's asked, do I use a webcam or phone cam for my stream? So I use a camera, I use a camcorder for my streams, and the webcam's only for the Bashman only fans still.
Jeez!
When we're going to do the Bashman only fans, when we see the Batty Rider murder, that's when the webcam comes out. For professional streams, I use the camcorder.
I know, you know, that's got to be top 3 times count ever caught me off guard and I couldn't compose myself. I
wasn't expecting that at all.
And you know, do you remember when he dropped that last time? I was done. I was fully done.
Carlin said, lads, quick one. Who's your money on AJ or Usyk? We'll go around the circle for this one. Drift, what are you saying?
I think cruiserweights really struggle to come up to heavyweight 8-9 times out of 10. You have to be a real special one like a Holyfield to truly be able to do it. It's kind of the reason why David Haye couldn't really truly cut it at heavyweight. It's not even that he's a bad boxer. He's just not a natural heavyweight. So I'm going to go AJ.
Who you got, Matt?
I think AJ wins this, man. I think Usyk is decent, he's good, but I don't think he's not on Fury's level. I think even Wilder will take him out as well. And Wilder's not the most highly skilled. He's just a one-punch merchant. But yeah, AJ wins this for me.
AJ's got the size. Usyk's a very good technician. Don't get it twisted.
He is, but you made the valid point about being a cruiserweight as well and going up to the heavyweight. And I think that's always going to play a big decision. And I think AJ as well. Remember, AJ's just going to be able to hit so much harder. Might not be as accurate, might not be as technical. Because AJ is not even the most... Let's be real. He's not more technically gifted than Fury in terms of skill set.
No.
Do you know what I mean? But he can. But he's what's that phrase in boxing? He's heavy-handed, though, isn't it? Like man can hit harder than I would say 95% of the other boxers in the heavyweight division. Probably Wilder's probably the only one he can't hit harder than.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think AJ is probably the most, and when I say this, just let me finish the whole sentence before you lot kill me. I think AJ is the most balanced heavyweight in terms of skill set, in terms of power and technique. But I don't think he's the best at either. Wilder's got the most power, Fury's got the best technique, but I think he blends them better together than the other two. In this particular fight, though, I see Usyk causing him problems between rounds 1 to 5, and I think AJ stops him between 8 to 10. Because
I'll swear down. Yeah,
you heard it here first, guys. Put your money on it.
Usyk's footwork is a mazza. If you not love Lomachenko as a boxer, Usyk's a bigger version of Lomachenko, pretty much.
Yeah, he's very, and I love the way. And what I think he's going to implement in this a lot. I shouldn't even give away his game plan for him, but I think he's going to go to the body a lot.
Who, Usyk?
Yeah, I think Usyk's going to go to the body a lot. He's not going to headhunt because it's going to be difficult for him to headhunt. He's going to go for the body a lot. And we know AJ's cardio ain't the greatest.
We say that though, Drift, but
his cardio is decent though. His cardio is decent.
You see, if he goes to the body, that actually works for AJ better because even though AJ is long and he's tall, he's actually a very good inside fighter.
He is.
Yeah,
he's a good inside. So I think if Usyk keeps it at range, even though he may lack in reach and height, Usyk's quicker and he's got faster footwork, so he can get in and out before AJ can catch him. And I think I wouldn't even be surprised if Usyk even maybe scored a knockdown or wobbled AJ a couple times, but
uppercut on the inside or something.
A bit like what thing he did. Who's the one that knocked down AJ, Cal? Not
Klitschko.
Yes, Klitschko. Yeah, when he had to obviously get off the canvas and then beat him. It could be something like that. I don't think
he'll hit as hard as Klitschko. That's the only thing. If AJ walks through his power. Or if he gives AJ his hardest punch and AJ walks through his power, then Usyk is going to get beaten up.
Because he'll be demoralized from then.
Yeah, it's not even that. AJ will just be like, right, I can take your hardest punch here. I'm going to walk you down. I'm going to start licking you down.
But that's what I think he's going to go for the body though, Cal. Because I don't think he can knock him out. I think he's going to have to slow him down. Do you know? But that's what I think anyway. I watched the way, I know Bellew and AJ are totally different, but I watched the way he was just going to the body with Bellew because he knew Bellew was kind of the bigger guy. I think he's going to do the same thing. I think he's just going to keep going to the body.
When he knocked out Bellew, that broke my heart, you know.
It was hard to watch. I'm not going to lie.
It was bad. I'm not going to lie. It was kind of bad. It was kind of bad.
Yeah, it broke my heart. I didn't think Bellew would win, but I did not expect him to get knocked out like that.
Be like that.
Yeah, neither did I. Yeah, it was bad.
Mick says Klopp living rent free in Ollie's head. Yeah, you love to see it.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Well, basically, what they've all done is they've all gone and spoke about how many penalties we've been getting. So now, do you know what's going to happen? The referees won't even give us stonewall penalties anymore. Like Bruno, Ronaldo, how are these guys meant to stat pad if we're not getting penalties all over the place? I don't really care if they're already going to ground. He's in the way. It's a bloody penalty. That Klopp. You see, that Klopp guy, him over there, I would love it if they lose. I would love
it. Ollie, you know, bro, he's already breaking. Man's already breaking. Like.
Dad 3 says, who wins a Liverpool boxing tournament relative to weight?
Sorry, one sec, guys.
Yeah. Oh, this is a bit of a tough one still.
All right. Well, we can kind of.
It might be Milner, you know.
I can imagine Milner being one of them guys who'd be like, yeah. I used to do boxing back in the day still. Like, you can imagine it, innit?
Yeah, I reckon might be the one.
Do you know what? Yeah, I actually reckon Mo is a naughty southpaw.
Mo's too nice, though.
No. But you know those nice guys, bro. Look, flipping Thingy's nice, bro. Khabib's nice, bro.
Khabib's not that bro. Nice, though. Mo's very nice. Like,
yeah, I hear that.
Yellow cards on. Like, he's had 3 yellow cards at Liverpool, and I think 2 of them have been for taking off his top. Like,
but he's got the minerals for it, bro. This guy used to walk like 10 miles to Cairo and 10 miles back for training and their madness there, bro. He's got it in him. He's got a mean streak in him still.
I don't know. I think Millie for the light.
I think it probably would be Millie still.
Who would you say for the heavier weights?
Naturally, I would probably go for Ali because he's a goalkeeper, so he's good with his hands anyway. I know that might be a bit cliche, but I think being that he's already good with his hands, I think Ali, and he'll have the longer reach out of everyone as well. I think Ali will probably be the better boxer.
Wait, what you're not talking about? Sorry,
Who would be the best boxer at Liverpool?
But like, if you put it in weight classes, I'll say Ali would probably be the better heavyweight.
Knee's got a shout at still.
Yeah, for real.
Nat Phillips is a throwback. Man will come in, with like the
Nat's probably a light heavy though. I doubt he's a heavyweight. Nat probably only weighs about 13, 14 stone.
Nat might be about 14, bro. That's a big human being, I reckon.
It might be still.
The head alone is about 2 stone, bro.
Oh, my daughter. Give me 1 second, guys. Apologies. Apologies.
It would be fun though, but I think you hit the nail on the head with Millie first time, you know. I actually think Millie's probably the one who would be the better boxer out of the whole clique. Still.
So did you hear about the story that Clavan told about I showed you in the group, in our group, innit? The Millie and Klopp almost coming to blows.
Yeah.
So for anyone who doesn't know, Millie and Klopp, so this is according to Clavan, almost came to blows. They were basically standing and sizing each other up, but Millie backed down according to Clavan because in his words, Klopp looked like he was willing to go all the way and Millie probably wasn't. Basically, what I want to say is Klopp is just that guy, bro. Don't let the glasses and the nice smile fool you. I reckon Klopp would destroy everyone in that locker room if it really got down to it.
I mean, with them lot, with Father Time not being kind to him, maybe he might get taken out. But I definitely think he's going all the way.
Brain as well, though. It's the brain, the old man strength, the brain. I think he's willing to go to a level that not a lot of players would go to. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Yeah, for real. Big up the mods, by the way, because there's bare stupidness going on. Big up the mods.
But from when Millie's backing down, you know you're about that life, bro.
But you know what? That also is because Millie's got mad respect. And regardless of the situation, Millie's got respect. He's not going to truly go to blows with the manager. You know what I mean? He's too professional for that.
No, it's true. But the fact that Klopp was willing to punch man says a lot as well.
I want to know what the argument was, because they don't seem like the type of people that would beef or clash.
It was probably over something silly, but you know,
like Ribena being too warm in the changing room or something. Like.
Oh boy. Ash said, you hear Claver and comment saying Klopp went for Milner in the dressing room and Milner was going to knock him out. Players had to separate. Now Milner weren't going to knock Klopp out, in my opinion. In fact, in terms of manager, which manager do you think's most about it? If you had to put your money on one, I know who I'm putting my money on.
I know the cliche would be to go for Daesh.
It's Daesh, man.
I'm trying to think if there's any like East End guys in there, because you see people like Alan Pardew. I reckon he knocks heads, bro.
No, I don't.
Nah, bro. Don't underestimate them East End, man. You know, I'm nervous, bro. Any manager that headbutts a player because he forgets where he is.
I forgot,
bro. Any manager who headbutts a player because he forgets where he is knocking man out, bro.
Headbutted Myler, innit? David Myler.
He forgot where he was for a split second,
that's
bro.
Point, actually.
And he was about to do him something dirty, bro.
Vieira's a shout. Shaka A. Vieira's a shout.
Yeah. Vieira. I don't know, you know.
So what are we on now? Apologies, guys. Apologies.
We're talking about which managers would be most about that life.
Ooh, all right, off the top of the bat.
In the Prem, by the way, in the Prem.
Yeah, Sean Dyche. Klopp,
Sean,
obviously. Patrick Vieira would do someone dirty, can't even front. He'd knock out a lot of man. Who else is there? That's about that life.
I'm trying to actually remember all of the managers. Like I've kind
Do you
of.
know who would actually get smoked? Like proper smoked? Solskjaer.
Yeah,
Could you imagine?
I think Arteta would get smoked still.
No, do you know what? Actually, I reckon if you put Arteta,
I don't know. I don't know if Arteta would get
in the ring. I'm putting my money on Arteta. You know.
Yeah, Arteta would do Solskjaer 100%.
Yeah. What about? How do you think Thingy would do?
I reckon Graham Potter's got something about him. You know.
Actually, do you know who else might get smoked? Believe it or not, your boy Drift.
Who?
Pep might get smoked.
Do you know what? Because he's little and frail, possibly. But as a player, he never got bullied. No one could do him nothing when he was a player. So I don't know.
But I'm talking we're frying hands now, innit?
He is quite a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
To be fair though, you'd have to do some type of like weight class because you can't have like Sean Dyche versus Pep. It'll be game over.
It'd be hard to
Sean
watch.
Dyche, but to be fair, I don't even want to say it, but if you look at it just on face value, I reckon the two hardest managers to probably knock out in the ring will be Sean Dyche and Vieira. Like,
Wait,
I can't think.
This is a shout. Sorry, Joe Barnes, Hassan Hootle from.
He's probably about like you see when you see the gloves he wears on the side. He's used to putting on gloves.
He's got the man them gloves, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got the man them gloves, bro. He's used to.
You man, what about Thingy? What about
Bielsa's Khabib, innit? Bielsa's Khabib.
Yes, he would be.
I think Bielsa's a bit too old to rock it now, though. That's the only.
That's true. No, that's kind of true.
Nah, he's a bit too old to rock. You could probably push him over now, to be honest.
Bruv, have you seen the quads, bruv? You don't get quads like
that. No, yeah, for real.
You ain't
I forgot about that. Man squatting for 80 minutes. Yeah, for real.
Bielsa's the type of guy to go into a boxing match and still wear it. He wears the glasses, right? If I'm not mistaken. You know, he just does this. Yeah. He's just putting the glasses like this. And he's just ready.
Zoned in.
You know,
and he's squatting in the corner.
You know, when they talk about Pep, Tuchel would get smoked.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, he's just
Tuchel versus Oli would probably be the battle of the two like weakest in the league.
Do you know what? I reckon Tuchel may just slightly be Oli because he looks like he's got more aggression. But that could be just all talk though, you know, someone just talking.
Actually, do you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna do him a disservice because he's a bad manager. Steve Bruce is from the northeast. He would knock heads. No, I'm not joking. Any man who rocks that nose on purpose is knocking man out.
Yeah, he could have got that fixed if he wanted to. He just chose not to, bro.
Yeah, because he's about that life, bro. He's thinking, if I get into another pub, bro, it'll just get broken anyway. You know, remember Misha Tate got a nose thing and then it's like, it's going to get broken again. And there's no point if you know you're going to be getting into it, bro.
What about, that's it. What about Nuno? What you man saying about Nuno?
Nuno would knock man out. You can tell Nuno would knock man out.
I reckon Nuno type of guy.
Any man who rocks the George Jefferson is about that life.
Daniel
last
Farker.
one, Benitez. Sorry, Cal. Last one, Benitez.
Nah, not Benitez.
No, I don't think Benitez can fight. No,
I tell you what, Benitez is a man that if you did something to him, he would be the person that would get you assassinated. Like he's that guy who's like, okay, yeah, I did something to someone back in the day and nothing happened to me, and then 5 years later you just see, I don't know, your dog's head on the doorstep or something like with a note saying you're next. Like Benitez is that
100%. You see someone just said Pearson in the comments. I wouldn't want any of it from Nigel Pearson. I wouldn't want no smoke from Nigel Pearson.
That's because Nigel Pearson. I don't even know whether he should be a manager, bro. He looks like he.
I reckon he beat up a couple man, and somebody will put it in their story later on when they do their autobiography.
Bruv, the way
definitely
he moves.
Punched up certain man.
You might not put it in their book, bro. You might have told them not to. Or
yeah, for real.
The way he speaks, bro. Yeah, I'm not about that. Nigel Pearson is different, bro.
Very. What about Farker? Daniel Farker, the Norwich manager.
Oh yeah. Do you know what?
When you speak that softly, I'm struggling to understand if you'd be.
Don't be fooled by the soft.
Speak softly.
Yeah, I was about to say
that. See what he does.
I hear that.
Someone said Brendan Rodgers. Someone said Brendan Rodgers.
Rodgers will smoke people. I reckon he's a bit rowdy. He's Irish, man. I reckon he'll knock heads.
No.
Don't get fooled, guys.
I've seen him do pads, bruv. Nah.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. Remember when he was losing weight and all that at Liverpool?
But to be fair, that was early.
He's Irish, man. I reckon he's knocking people out. I'm sorry.
And not only that, we have to give him credit though, Carl. That was how many years ago, and how many other guys have we seen do pads though?
True.
Remember, you're comparing it to like something that you'd see and you'll be like not impressed, but you look at it and go, "That's decent." But obviously, you saw Brendan Rodgers back in the day trying to lose weight, and he's probably hitting the pads and going, "That's amazing, sensational." Raheem Sterling.
I reckon Brendan's about it. I reckon, bro. If you want it with me and I find out you're Irish, I 50% back up and think, I need to think about having this fight. So I reckon he's about it still.
Rodgers hitting the pads and looking at the pad man going, he's an amazing man.
Without stereotyping, what I find like where I play football, I played against a couple of teams at Irish Travellers, and they will obviously put it on you, but if you show that you're not kind of gonna stand there and take it, they'll actually have more respect for you. And a lot of the time they'll either shake your hand and laugh it off, or it will turn into a
they're good people.
Know, but
if necessary, I do think you'll get smoked.
I'm not going down easy. It's a streets of rage thing. You pick up a plank of wood.
Again, not even to stereotype, but you see with them, it's not going to be a case of they go and grab a knife or
no.
It's straight one-on-one, and the moment someone's out, it's done. That's where it ends.
No, do you know what?
I love that because it's the old school art of war, bro.
Yeah, that's how they fight.
If you win, you win. It's the old school art of war. That's how the world should be, bro. Yeah. If you knock me out, fuck it, innit? You're better than me, innit? Yeah. Maybe we'll have a rematch in a week or something with my black eye heels.
Today, that's not even happening in the slightest, bro. Unfortunately,
obviously, you can imagine playing football in Croydon. How many times I've seen someone grab a weapon as well. So, very different days.
Same, bro. It's very different. Trust me, very different
days. Daniel FC says we got to get St. Max Basuma and Luis Diaz though.
Hey, Danny, are you in my mind? Like, what the hell?
Hey, do me a favor, you see that message there? Fax that. Not even email. Fax it to FSG blood and send them that, because I'll say something right now. Those players there, everyone would love, but
all three of those players make us title winners.
St. Max.
Why don't you send it, Matt? Send the facts. Go on, Matt.
Because I know if I send it, somehow you're going to say you didn't get it.
Again when I'm trying to line up. Was it what it is? I come here to chill out on a Friday and you out here talking about my money. What you got to say, Matt?
No, but John, here's the thing, John. Every time I try to message you,
Mr.
and
Henry to you, my brother. Mr. Henry to you.
Henry, whatever, however you want to say it, Henry. But when I message you, you don't get the message. Why is that, bro?
I got that Man United fax machine. You know how it works. Real Madrid. Message didn't come through. It is what it is. What can you do? What can you do, huh?
It is what it is. About drinking them. I said it is what it is, man.
It is what it is. Hey,
we call it the Hayer, innit?
Some players.
Yeah, you got the Hayer, baby.
Hold on, I got both.
Just you said it to Jadakiss, man. Went.
Y'all always talking about my money and players. I just gave y'all more seats. Pep out here moaning that he ain't got enough fans. Y'all got too many fans. I got to put more seats in the stadium. I'm looking at the infrastructure, and you want players? Nah, F out of here with that. I'm giving y'all seats. Enough of that. You want players. Players ain't gonna make you get more fans and make me get more money. I mean, get you more money.
Oh, you know what? Oh my God.
Listen, get me more. I mean, get you more.
I said, you don't need players, man. You need seats, dog.
What do you want?
What you gonna do?
I just found out yesterday that Klopp and Milner almost got into a fist fight when we drew 2-2 versus Sunderland in Klopp's first season. Mad, bro. Oh, so it was that game.
Yeah.
That was the game where the fans left early, right?
Right, hold on.
Would that have been the game when Hendo scored, or was that the following season?
So 17-18 season, because Clavan, yeah?
Hold on.
No,
Clavan
16-17 was Klopp's first season, no?
No. It must have been 17-18. Clavan came. If I'm not, have I got this wrong? No, Clavan came. Clavan was here for 2 years, isn't it?
Yeah, so he
16-17 and 17-18.
So the 2-2 we must have had with them was away from home, and I think Sturridge might have got both goals, if I'm not mistaken. Remember, he got a flick on header.
Trying to remember, yeah.
Was Clavan in the team when we went to the final but lost? Was Clavan in that team?
Yeah.
Was he
He was
really?
in the squad.
Why does Clavan feel so long ago to me?
Bruv, the Estonian emperor is a bad man. I don't get. Listen, big up Clavan. Oh no, listen. Everyone's seen it. You know that thing that Clavan does with the ball got played to him. He had to go past him and turn 180 for no reason to try and make it look sick.
It's my favorite
good though.
Clavan is the guy.
No, but let's be honest. He didn't need to touch it. The ball had already had the momentum. He didn't need to touch it.
He waited for the ball.
Real ballers know that, bruv.
Yeah, real ballers know that. I don't even need to touch it, so I'll let the ball do the work.
He's legendary.
No, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna put it on screen. I'm gonna find it now.
Big up man like Clavan still. I remember when him and Lovren scored the 2 goals when we beat, was it Derby? Burnley.
Clavan got 1 goal in the Premier, no?
Yeah, I remember there was a game, him and Lovren both scored the goals and we won, 2-1, I think.
No, so Lovren assisted him to get the goal.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Cal's memory is too good, you know.
Cal's memory is crazy, though. I'm not going to lie. His memory is fake.
Samson Uke says Klopp will German suplex everybody. He will literally.
German suplex is dangerous.
Gattuso will have a 1v4 to make it fair. Yeah, Gattuso is eating everyone. Maybe apart from Simeone, actually.
Oh, hold on. Clavan scored against...
It was Burnley.
It was Burnley. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Bro, I'm not going to lie, Cal. Your memory
was a header at the back post, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. The ball looked like it was when he got in. And Clavan was like, mine!
Hey guys, have you look, speaking of that Gattuso 4-on-1, have you seen that ridiculous MMA thing where it's like 3 or 4 on 1? What is the point in that?
I'm bringing on that Clavan. No, Clavan is the guy.
No, there's a one where it's like 3 or 4 on 1 in the cage, and he's got to like see how long he can last. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, someone's actually going to get hurt doing that. Mohammed said, Drifty, I just watched the Green Inferno and I'm definitely better off dying at space, bro.
You watched it, Green Inferno? That film is
told you, bro. I said I would rather just float in space until I die.
Yeah, film's kind of
I told man, that Green Inferno, no thank you. Absolutely no thank you.
Apologies whoever watched that. Drift shouldn't have told you to watch that.
No, I didn't, but we talked about it, remember? So I think his curiosity probably got the better of him.
Richie said, which Prem keeper would win in a Royal Rumble? Might be Mendy, you know.
No, do you know
I reckon Mendy's big, but not about it. I think
I'm gonna be real. Don't sleep on Edison, you know.
He looks like
Edison's a bit soft as well, man.
Nah, bro. Edison ain't soft.
Nah, them tattoos don't fool me, bro.
Bro, man got kicked in the head and said, what? Remember, Mane gave him a super kick to the face.
He gave him a diesel boot, bro.
Yeah, and he rolled around. It wasn't like he jumped back up again on him. He was rolling around, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna be real. Edison looks like he's from Fast and Furious.
Thinking of the loins he comes from, I reckon Casper's about it.
Was it Fast 5 when they went to Brazil? Trust me, Edison's that guy, bro. Bro, Edison will kick out everyone, you know.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Them tattoos don't fool me, man.
It's not even a tattoo, bruv. You said Royal Rumble. Edison will just fly kick everyone in the head. Other than Ali, they look at each other and do that whole Spider-Man thing when they do that. You and you know when they're pointing at each other because they'll be like, "I'm Brazilian, you're Brazilian, Liverpool, Man City, Premier League. Who's the best?" But they got at it, man.
I'm trying to think of the lower down keepers.
I can't really think
because they're normally the ones that would be a bit more about it because they're like the rough and tumble goalies, you know them kind of.
Well, like Ramsdale, them brothers there.
Yeah? Ramsdale, I don't think Ramsdale's about it. But
Ramsdale ain't doing nothing.
John Conway, good evening, guys. I've been a channel member for 13 months. John
Big up
yourself.
Big up yourself, John.
Drop the beat.
Big up
not
yourself.
just the beat, the Twitch beat. Big up to yourself, John. Much appreciated.
Big up.
Yeah, Martinez might thump someone up still.
Yes, that's a good shout. Matt, Chris Brack here from LFC Trade Truth has got a question for you. Seriously, what is going on with your man Naby? Man literally got injured kicking the floor.
Here's my response to Chris. I don't know. Why would you do that? I don't know. Naby, why would you kick the floor and get injured? I don't know. It's the same thing. Look at it one more time. The man Oh, no.
He let the ball do the work, bro. He let the ball do the work.
Bro, it's the slow turn that kills me every time.
Can't wait for the ball to get 2 yards past him and then decide to turn.
The slow turn kills me. Mr. Dare I Say It Drift says, how much you think Real Madrid would have to pay for Trent?
200 them.
Minimum.
Big up Chris Brackett as well.
So did you hear about that story that Beckham apparently tried to take Trent on as a client to try and basically get him to move to Real Madrid in the future?
What?
Yeah.
David, allow it,
what,
man.
David's moving all septo like that,
David needs to be careful. I'll speak to his peoples, I think it's a joke. David needs to be careful, We got reach out
Hey, David, I actually really like Beckham, but don't let me tell you to stick to modelling your wife's clothes, big man.
Ooh, I wasn't even going to go that far. I said we got reach. Drift was like, raw, you're wearing your women's clothes.
No, man, his wife makes men's clothes. I said modelling, she's got a label. Oh my God.
It didn't sound like it.
I was like,
the tapes. Just like, oi, yo, big man, you wearing your wife's clothes. What you saying?
No, man, well, you don't know about Victoria Beckham's clothing line. Oh my days.
I'm gassing. I know. No, I'm gassing. I know.
I actually didn't know. I thought you literally were taking a bit, bro.
Shaka A said it best. Them Victoria's Secrets. Oh.
Dad Free said, I heard Robbo and Mane almost came to blows at halftime at Villa 1920. We all know how that game ended, though. Both of them scored. Mane assisted Robbo.
I'm not going to lie, though. As just a disclosure. If they were ever to actually get into a scrap, we wouldn't see Robbo again, I'm going to be honest. That's just my opinion. I rate Robbo,
I don't know, man. Them Scottish man know how to scarf, though, bro.
No. I'm going to be real. I would say
the mean streets of Senegal, innit?
I reckon Mane could eat up a lot of man in that squad,
Yeah.
Possibly.
Other than like the big one, like Van Dijk and Matic, because they're a bit...
Oh, so you want to fight Robbo, huh? Okay. You want to fight her?
I thought that was Sadio.
No, come outside. Come on. Robbo, come on. Don't do that.
Yeah.
You're done on me. You're done on me. You're done on me. Kwasia, you're done on me. I run your face, Robbo. Come on.
No.
You think they just put lion head on me for a joke, huh?
You can't do that.
I wasn't ready for that one.
I was like, you can't do that.
Oh, man. I remember everyone was afraid to calm him down when he was beefing Mo that time still. Everyone was actually scared to calm him down.
Everyone was scared. I think other than...
Run, you don't pass the ball.
Might be a Milner.
Don't pass the ball more, huh? Okay. You go see what I show you. You go see what happened in Senegal. All right? You don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know me.
That is so hard.
Ace Bet Limited, I reckon D Smith can back it. Also, Nuno like an undercover psycho still. Yeah, that's what you were saying, Drew.
Yeah. Nuno will brought man up still.
Naby talks apparently stalling because he wants a bigger role in the team. He wants to be able to kick the post and flag.
you know one thing I won't stand? Nah, real talk. You lot are laughing. You know what I'm gonna do, lads? I'm gonna take this out of the
I
stream.
didn't expect it, man. I didn't expect it. Started so serious.
All right, let me make a public service announcement. This is gonna happen, people. Okay, so Naby Keita plays for Liverpool Football Club. He scored a goal and a great goal, a volley. He had a bad week. He kicked the floor, he kicked the ground. Probably got a stub toe. I don't know what it is. Klopp said he might be missing. Well, he will be missing, this weekend. And it might be a little bit longer. Let's support the guy. He's had a good season. Let's stop slating him. Let's stop running him raggo in the comments.
Matt, did he go to hospital and get the blood drained so he doesn't lose the toenail?
You see what I'm saying, people? The man scores an amazing goal with his weak foot. Hot like a volley, you know? And this is the slander that he gets. I don't know what else I can do. Naby, if you're watching this, we will always support you.
We were able to capture footage of Naby Keita's interview shortly after the injury occurred.
True or false, you will fight again this year?
It's hard to put it. You must understand. My foot was a balloon. Do you know what I mean? My toes came out of the socket. A guy had to come into the cage and break them back into place. The thing ballooned that way, and my foot was a balloon. I went in. I tore my leg to shred. My foot was a balloon. My foot was a balloon. You want to see it?
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing off camera, but I'm not laughing now. These lot saw me laughing off camera. I ain't laughing now. Straight face.
Oh my God.
My foot was a balloon. My foot was a balloon.
No, but
I had to go back into the changing room and crack my toes back into place.
This take me off. Take me off the full. Disrespect. Man, a disrespect.
Oh my God.
Allow it.
Oh man.
You lot are out of order, you know. You lot are out of order. You lot are out of order. As I said before, he done it. He's done it. What? Who did we? Is Palace in it? Where he scored the? Was it Palace? He scored the volley in it. It was Palace.
No. Yeah, Palace. Sorry.
Yeah, Palace. Yeah.
Listen, all jokes aside, yeah. Listen, you lot stop trying to make me laugh, man. That's my client, bro.
My client.
Oh man.
Rock.
Man.
Allow it, man. You don't allow it. I'm trying to be serious.
Do you remember that moment when the corner was about to be taken and I actually said, Cal, he's trying to crack his ankle back into place. Do you remember?
My foot was a balloon. My foot was a balloon. You should have seen it.
Disrespect. No,
as I made the pass, I tore my toes to shreds.
Let me say this, though. No, I'm gonna be serious now. I don't care what you say. I ain't laughing no more. I'm being dead.
Poor Naby.
I'll say this though: you can't score an amazing goal one week, get injured, and then we start slating him. Because let's be real.
We're not slating him, bro. It's just funny, isn't it?
No, I know, but
it's the manner.
I hear that.
It's
I hear
the irony.
Because he
it's
kicked
the
the ground.
irony in that when he gets form, he gets injured. It's like typical. It's the same old thing.
Nah, I think he'll be right though. I think he misses this one game, and I think he's back. Me personally, I did say though. I'll be honest. I was like, I'll be surprised if he misses even the weekend game. And Klopp's like, oh, it's nothing serious, but it's serious enough for him to miss. And I was like, when Klopp says that, it's so like, what we're supposed to do, Klopp? Decipher what you like. When Klopp says things like, well, the injury is not that serious, but it's serious enough that he'll miss this game, and it might be serious enough that he might not make the next one. It's like, what does that even mean? He says that a lot, Jurgen. Though I can't even lie.
We're just waiting for the balloon to deflate, Matt. That's why.
Nah, man. And you know, and all jokes aside, you know, Thiago's actually out until after the international break with a calf injury.
Who,
that
sorry?
doesn't surprise me because calf
Thiago.
Okay, yeah.
But it worries me if Thiago, because Thiago's picking up these little strains here now and again, and it's We've already got two midfielders missing, and I'm just waiting for the next one to drop. And I'm not gonna lie.
I just hope Naby doesn't make a habit of this turf war, man.
I said I'm not laughing though. But it don't matter what you man say. I ain't laughing. I'm dead serious now.
I'm gonna get you before the end of the show. What?
Yeah, I bet you won't. Not with Naby. Not with a Naby Jack. I guarantee it. I bet you won't.
We'll see.
All right, go.
We'll see. I'm gonna make it my actual prerogative now.
Make it your prerogative. I'm smiling now because I'm giving you that leeway. But I ain't gonna be laughing when you make a joke.
You're already done, bro.
I'm gonna get you before the end of the show.
You won't. I guarantee you. Bro, man can do this thing like Captain America when he's like, all right, I can do this all day. Trust me.
We'll see. J Mag says, greetings to you all. I enjoy the channel immensely. You'll never walk alone from a fellow red in Atlanta, Georgia. Big up to yourself.
Big up yourself, man.
Thank you, Georgia.
I gotta know when and when not to laugh now because I don't know when the Naby jokes are coming around the corner. Be careful.
Where were we? So Arrow says, guys, opinion on Naby's contract situation. Doesn't want to sign less more game time. How likely do you think it is Mane goes to Real Madrid? So, all right, we'll do the first question first.
So it's real then? The Naby wanting more game time is real then, yeah?
I've heard from...
Yeah, I don't know how true that is.
I've read... No, not heard, sorry. Read something from... What did I read? Basically come from Germany and they were saying like how Naby Keita isn't looking likely to sign an extension with the way how things are if he's not playing. But then I was like, but here's the thing. It's not like he's not playing because Klopp doesn't want him. If he's not playing, it's because he's injured. So I was a bit like, this kind of article, is it just digging for something here? But then it could also be that maybe there are times when he's fit and Klopp doesn't trust him. But from what it does look like, Klopp does trust him. From what it looks like from the outside, he wouldn't have started him.
Is this a Henderson situation, Matt, do you think, where they maybe made us panic a little bit and then lo and behold, it was kind of probably always all right and he was always going to sign?
I think it's a bit different because with Naby Keita, I kind of feel like if he has a good year, I generally think, well, he will sign the extension. If he plays like, I don't know, 70% of the games that he's fit or whatever, then I think Liverpool will keep him. If he's not, I got a funny feeling they might try and sell him. And I have to be honest, if they try and sell him, and he's not playing because of injuries, they have a right to, because you can't just keep a man around just because you like him as a character, as a person, and even as a football player, Jiv, as we already know. If he's not fit, you kind of will have to cut your losses at some point. And it's at that point now, in my opinion. So...
Can I ask you guys a really quick question so we can do the second part of that super chat and then the rest of the super chats and get the callers on. If I said to you in the summer, we can sell Ox and Naby and bring in Basuma and Cantwell on the free, would you guys do it?
If we could do what, sorry?
We could sell Naby and Ox and bring in Basuma and Cantwell.
I'm not sure on the Cantwell thing. I like him, but if you change that player, it'll probably make me be a bit more. But I suppose that's the deal
I would, you know. I would, and that's not because I think Basuma and Cantwell is an upgrade in quality, but it's definitely an upgrade in availability and squad depth.
I wouldn't. And
Cantwell is free, and I feel like that means that even if he ends up being a 5th or a 6th or a 7th choice midfielder, he's free, and he is a talent. I can't lie, he is a good player. Cantwell is good.
Cantwell's good, but I
actually think Cantwell is like a reincarnation of Lallana. I actually do rate Cantwell still. I started paying a lot more attention to him since Cal made me pay more attention to how good he was. And he is good. I can't lie, he is good. He's not gonna burn the house down. No. Do you know what I mean? He's not that level, but for free to become like a 7th choice Liverpool midfielder, I'd be all right with that. If
I'll be honest, I would do half of that deal. So I'm cheating. I would send Ox and get Basuma.
Well, we need to replace Ox because he's homegrown.
Yeah.
That's why I put Cantwell in there.
Because here's the thing as well. I look at it like, is Cantwell better than Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott? Real talk. Is he actually better than them? Honest question, guys. Yeah, honest question.
Currently on their level.
Do you think he's better?
He's currently, whether he's got a high ceiling or not, but at the moment.
The reason I say that is because as good as obviously Curtis Jones is and Harvey Elliott, you kind of want to always strive to get better than what they are now. So to speak, you want to kind of add that added kind of quality because we're Liverpool. If we were I don't really disrespectful, but say we were like an Arsenal or dare I say even I don't want to go deep and say Spurs, but I might have to. But even a Spurs, you might take that deal. Because you'll just be like, I'm kind of keeping things the same kind of thing.
Cantwell would go into both starting lineups most likely.
Cantwell's good. Cantwell's good though, but I just don't think he's at the level of.
No, but we're talking about like seventh choice, Matt. You know, like when we're playing FA Cup games and stuff like that, and we want to rotate and we want to. I think Cantwell will do a good job at that role.
But here's the thing, because you're taking out Ox and Naby, and especially Naby, obviously more so. For me, Naby is not a seventh choice Liverpool midfielder because when he's fit, and even in fact, let's just call it how it is. Let's just say when he's fit because there's no point saying when
massive, you know, bro.
No, I hear that, bro. But we're talking
where
about
would you put him then, Matt? Where would you put him in terms
when
of
he's fit? And when he's fit, he's probably right now. I'd say he's probably fourth or fifth choice. Fourth choice, I'd say.
Could you not argue he'd be fifth if everyone's sorry to keep on cutting you? If he's not, the reason I'd probably say fifth is because Thiago, Hendo, Fab, and Elliot for me were the first four, and then Naby maybe was fifth.
I'm saying that this is why I say fourth or fifth because if I'm not mistaken, didn't Naby start the first game of the season and not Harvey? Or have I got that wrong?
Yeah, no, you're right. It was Milner, Naby, and Ox, but Ox, remember, isn't first choice. Neither is Milner.
That's true. But I feel like he has. Then again, I don't know. You might be right.
The thing is, what's hard about playing the if, buts, and maybes game, guys?
Hard to say.
I truly believe that we're talking about fitting on form. I think Ox offers more to the team than Naby does, personally.
I disagree, you know.
I think it depends what you want from your midfielder.
Because
I actually don't think either of you are wrong. I just think it depends literally what you want from your midfielder because they're so different.
They are very different. They are.
One's like powerful and whatever, and the other one's like a bit like agile and got a pass in him. The other one's got a great shot in him. They are very different. Now, Kyle's right, to be fair. It depends what you want in that game. Like, if you want someone to like kind of shoot on sight and be very, very physical as well, then you kind of go with Ox. But if you want someone to kind of try and get in between as Benitez would say, between the lines, and then try and open up a game, I would personally go for Naby Keita. So
fair dues.
That's the point. Yeah.
The second part of that question: how likely do you think it is Mane will go to Real Madrid? I'll be honest. This is the first time I've heard of this rumor.
Yeah. What? Let me try and do something.
Yeah.
What is this rumor?
And this rumor better do one as well.
What is it? What?
Mane better do one. Yeah. Remember I told you.
Better do one. Do one.
Seriously.
What is it? Mane to Real Madrid? That's the rumor.
The thing that worries me is he's only got 2 years left on his deal as it stands, isn't it? And that's going to be the issue.
Are you joking?
What are you saying, Matt?
Have you seen Jon Jones?
No. What has he done now?
At 8 o'clock, Jon Jones has been arrested and charged with battery, domestic violence, along with injuring and tampering with a vehicle. It's on Bleacher Report, fam.
Oh, God.
Oh,
I don't usually do this. My brother's a massive Jon Jones fan. He's very biased. Shall I quickly make a phone call and see what his reaction is to this? See how he tries to defend him.
I don't know if you should put him on blast like that, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him on blast.
You
Big
sure?
Bro, you said, yeah?
Big brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not
why you've got the black screen in tomorrow's show then.
Let me see how you defend this one.
If I was you, I'd give him a heads up and go on mute first and be like, yo,
I'm sick of him always sticking up for him.
Oh boy.
He might not even know.
Just let you know, Big Bro ain't involved. Me and Drift ain't involved.
Yeah. I ain't involved.
I don't want that smoke.
He probably won't answer because he knows what I'm calling for.
What Kyle's gonna say is one thing. Bleacher Report.
Yeah, he won't answer. He knows he's smart. He knows what he's doing. He won't answer.
Are you serious, man?
Jon Jones is his own worst enemy. It's so heartbreaking.
He's one of the most, buff. He's arguably the most gifted.
Not arguably, Matt. He is. Not even arguably. He's the most gifted MMA fighter we've ever seen.
Shall I tell you why? You're right. This brother used to party like an animal in his early days
and still win
and still mash up the best like competition has to offer. This brother used to make it look stupid.
He went through 3 generations of light heavyweights. He went through like the Rampage and Rashad era, the Shogun. He went through the Gustafsson era in that, DC in that. Then he started doing the
I'm not gonna lie, this kind of hurts me,
like Thiago Santos and Reyes. And yes, his last performances weren't great, but
I'm a fan of Jon Jones.
He needs people around him who are going to stop letting him do this stuff. That's what he needs.
When you're as powerful as he is, I don't even think the people around you will tell you.
No, I don't even think he's powerful in a sense of.
Here we go. He's calling back.
No.
Evening, bro.
Sorry, Cal. I was on the phone to Calvin. You alright?
Yeah. Have you heard about the Jon Jones news?
No. What's up?
He's been arrested.
Charged with battery and domestic violence. Along with injuring and tampering with a vehicle.
Don't. I don't believe you. Are you serious?
I am, yeah.
He makes it so hard to love him. Oh, man, everything Daniel Cormier said is going to be right. Oh, Jones. And they only interviewed him the other day because he was saying he was coming back in the second quarter of 2022.
Cal, was I right about Jon Jones? Yes or no? That's all I need.
You know what? Now's not the time to rub it in, Cal. When news is fresh, you got to let somebody deal with it first, and later on, maybe we have a conversation. You can't just fling the news on me and then dig me at the same time. That's not fair.
All right, well, bro, I'm gonna give you a.
That's just not fair.
Or what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let you digest. And I'll give you a call back a bit later.
Well, I'm going to check this out because there's such a thing as fake news. I've got to check the sources myself before I accept that he's been beating on his woman. Jones. He's done that. You know that.
Yeah, I know that, Cal. I do.
You know what? I'm going to come off the phone because I can see me and you having our first argument ever, okay? Because the attitude in your voice and the joy in your voice to ring me and tell me that, I know you're getting a lot of joy from it, Cal. I would never do that to you when it comes to Daniel Cormier. I'd actually come and see you face to face and laugh, to be honest.
All right, then, bro. Well, you keep your chin up, yeah? I keep on telling these people no one wants to listen.
You know what? Cal's a proper one of them little brother shit, you know.
He is, bro. He is.
You know, one of them was like just one of them little brother shit,
lie, bro.
One YouTuber, you two are the older brothers. This is the only way I get my revenge on him, innit? You think I went through 10, 15 years of getting punched up every day for nothing, yeah? So now I get my revenge. It's my turn now. It's my turn.
Bro, I'm not going to lie. This is actually mad, you know. Let me see if I can bring something up. We shouldn't get copyrighted for this, if I'm not mistaken.
Don't do it, man. UFC, you know what they're like, bro.
Ash said Mane would have the boys dancing with the coffin. you know that meme.
Yeah.
I've got something, but I don't know. I probably can't.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
they don't play that, bro.
It's from MMA. I'll tell you where I got it from. It's from MMA humor,
bruv. Dana speaks openly about shutting down streams and all that, bruv.
I'm just saying it's an extract of 32 seconds of from MMA humor. I'm not even gonna play it.
No,
I'm not even gonna play it.
Dana's probably tapped into our systems now, bro. He's just got someone there next
Dana.
They mentioned my name,
baby.
Dinesh says, "Evening, guys. That's why Naby's got injured. He used his left foot instead of his right."
Can we get a strike for 5 seconds? Can we get a strike for if we play for 5 seconds?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can, bro.
What about 3 seconds?
You can get a strike for 1 second, depending on what it is, bro.
Oh my god.
Jamie Phillips. Jamie Phillips.
People, what are we saying? Should I be unruly and play the clip for 5 seconds?
No, bro.
No, I'm joking. I won't play.
Mum, unruly.
Will I?
Jamie said that I heard Naby's new sponsor is Miracle Grow.
Oh.
Mr. Dare I say just says Jones is British and Nigerian. Did you man know? I didn't know that. No.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that until literally.
I knew he's mixed race, but I didn't know what the origins were.
Same.
Bro, was he born in England then and moved to America?
Who are you talking about?
Jon Jones.
No, Curtis
No,
Jones.
I'm talking about Curtis Jones.
Oh, Curtis Jones.
I said Jon Jones.
Yeah. I was thinking America.
I was like, what? like what?
My bad.
Curtis.
It's because we were just talking about Jon Jones, isn't it? So I've got Jon Jones.
I know. Curtis. Curtis.
Jerry Deeb says, you man, Josh or Usyk. We've all gone Josh, Jerry. We've all gone Josh. But we expect it to be a tough fight. Big up Jamrock. Understand where Naby is coming from. If he feels like he don't play on many occasions because of favoritism, he wasn't always injured when he didn't play.
That is true.
No, it's not.
Hold on. No. I've got to object. Reason being, reportedly, and I say reportedly, was it February? No, February this year. Apparently, Naby wasn't injured for a long time, and Klopp just never played him, bro.
Yeah,
but you fought that first half disaster class, and you don't deserve to play, bro.
No, but it's not even just that. Remember,
even the Real Madrid game, man.
Yeah, the Real Madrid game.
So we're gonna sum him up for one game. Is that what we're doing?
No, but he was so bad in that game, bro.
Drift, Origi had an open goal pretty much and hit the crossbar.
That's a missed chance. That's a one moment in a game. Naby was actually the reason why we were getting battered away, bro.
No, Drift. We have to call a spade a spade.
Have to draw for Origi, bro.
No, I'm calling a spade a spade.
Tit for tat, bro.
I'll be real, Matt. So here it is, yeah. If you look at this season, last season, there was hardly any rotation because the squad actually and the team weren't actually like stable. But when Naby did come in to a game there, he should have taken his chance. He didn't. In the same way, when Origi come into the Burnley game, should have taken his chance. He didn't, and both of them got frozen out of the team. Like we can't we can't actually sit here and say and I reckon Jamrock's probably doing this for a little bit of a wind up as well, to be honest. But to say that like he's got to be upset because he's not getting more game time, like he's been here since 2018. He's almost been here. Well, he's been here over 3 years, and you can't say he's put a run together that suggests he should be in the team, whereas other midfielders
agreed.
Like Ox, again, I've got Ox below Naby in the ranking of midfielders based on current Ox. But if you look at Ox's Liverpool career, he's got more of a claim to be in the starting 11 than Naby based on Liverpool career. And Naby's just not taking his chances. Like, granted, he's had some amazing moments, like that goal against Crystal Palace. If he was to leave tomorrow, I'll never forget that moment. And we had already won that game because that was just an amazing moment. The goal, the celebration.
The Chelsea goal.
That too, bro. That too.
What about that flick to Salah? I think it was against Bournemouth. I think it was the 1-2 where he scored that goal as well.
No, we can't say a flick is like a part of a legacy.
He actually scored the goal, by the way.
Yeah, Salah flicked it to him.
Salah flicked, sorry. But here's the thing.
Okay.
Ox has had more moments. Do you know what it is with Ox? Okay, this is what it is. Ox done things in our Champions League campaign, which is going to be more memorable.
Not even just that, man.
No, we did, though, bro.
But 1920 when we won the league, if I'm not mistaken, Ox was our third top goal scorer that season.
Yeah.
In 1920?
Yeah.
And again, Matt, I'm not even saying this to be shady, Matt. When you look at the compilation of...
No. Sorry, Jeff. Sorry, one second. 1920, I'm going to challenge Cal for his stats knowledge. In 1920, it was Salah, then Mane, then Firmino, then Ox.
No word.
All right, you know what? All right, cool. I'm going to go look at the stats right now.
All competitions I'm talking, you know.
All comps, yeah? You think Ox was the third highest goal scorer in 1920?
If I'm not mistaken, he was.
I bet it was Firmino, but we move. Watch this.
While you're checking that, while you're checking that up, Matt, Sky did a 3-minute compilation celebration video for Liverpool, like showing moments in the season.
I'm actually gonna just take a time
and
out.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Ox was in the compilation and Naby weren't, bro.
Because I've gone in with
like
chest.
that kind of, you know what I mean? Like,
Bobby, this is the one time. Don't let me down, fam. So Bobby in all comps, 1920 got 12. Yeah? 52, 50. Right, I'm not gonna lie. It's not good though. 52 appearances and got 12 in 1920.
I would be quite surprised if Ox got 12 goals there.
I know Ox didn't get more than 12. So I know Cal's sweating right now. He's sweating.
I'm not sweating.
I know he is. Hold on. Chamberlain. Hold on.
Someone's saying in the comments that Ox got 8.
That might have just been in the Prem, if I'm not mistaken.
All I know is when you look at the compilation of, like, you know, the moments of that season, Ox was part of the compilation and Naby weren't. And I'm not shading. I'm just being
43 appearances, 8 goals.
My bad. He was the highest goal scorer in midfielder. Then I got it wrong. I
hold my hands up. Change the argument.
No, I'm not changing the argument. I'm wrong.
But what I will say to back Cal up though, Matt, in that is Naby can't talk. Naby can't talk to Ox then, which is what the original point was. If you're talking about contributions to the first team, Ox can't talk to Naby can't talk to Ox across both of their careers. He just can't. Like and again,
Naby probably has 8 goals for Liverpool in total.
Yeah, he probably doesn't even have 8 goals in total.
But again, even that doesn't really bother me because
but I don't. He's not a goal scorer. That's what I was gonna say.
No, that is true.
Carl's got his spot on, you know. Man's got 8 goals
in total.
I had to redeem myself, innit?
You know what, man? Just do me a favor out of curiosity. This isn't to rub it in.
14. Ox has 14. So it's not even like.
I was going to say.
Ox has 14. Naby's got 8. It's not like there's some massive disparity. Because Ox is a goal scoring midfielder.
But you got to remember that. You got to remember, Ox actually cleanly missed 18 months in a row. Like he was actually out for a year and a half.
Bro, I'm gonna be.
You know what I mean?
If you go by their appearances, so what's so mad is Ox has had 108 appearances. Naby Keita's had 82, bro.
I'm sorry, this is the best shade I've seen.
Naby can't talk to anyone except the physio.
Why is this turned into a Naby shade thing? It's all right, though. I'm just gonna let Naby do the talking because when he's scoring goals like that over his weak foot, no one can't talk to me. No, you know,
Naby's a baller, man. Naby's a baller, but it is funny though, and the irony is mad. The irony.
I think it's funny. You managed to shade him, man.
We're just winding you up. That's all we're doing. Bro.
No, but I'm not laughing though.
Yeah, you will be by the end of the show.
I told you I ain't laughing.
Bro, the man on the end of the wind up never laughs. That's the point.
But so I don't understand what you're trying to do. What, not to make me laugh? Because
I'm telling you, I'm going to make you laugh for the end of the show, even if I've got to capture it behind the scenes.
Bro, I swear down, I'm straight face for the whole show. You know,
we'll see.
I'm never going to laugh at the people. That's how straight face I am.
Greetings from Egypt, boys. Waiting to hear Cal's in the tune intro again. You'll hear it before the end of the show, I'm sure.
Big up as well, man. Big up. All the way from Egypt. Internet is a beautiful place sometimes, isn't it?
Chainsaw DH, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Jamrock says Naby has been fit since February last year. He has been.
Tell him again, Jamrock.
Limited says big up James on the terrace, kept it real and backed it big time. Had Chelsea Daniels sweating, backed up everything with facts. Legend, man, like James, you know.
James does this, man, all day.
When James went on the big 6, him and Saeed didn't know. Saeed wasn't ready for the way James was coming into that show.
Yeah, James is a different level still.
Trust me.
Big up Saeed, though. I love Saeed.
Mr. Dare I Say It Drift says Yuri or Jude. All right, we'll do that one first. Yuri Tielemans or Jude Bellingham, guys?
Jude Bellingham for life.
Yeah, Bellingham for me.
Have you not seen the clip, Have you not seen the clip of Bellingham and Reece James when they do when the England players go away and they do that thing where they like ask questions or whatever?
No,
and Reece James is bigging up Lampard and Bellingham's in the background. He's like, and he like tilts his head back and starts yawning. And then when they do the question about like who do you like respect the most or whose jersey would you swap or whatever, Reece said Lampard and Bellingham went, "Are you mad, bro? Stevie G all day, bro. Like, the fuck is this guy talking about?" And at that moment, I was like, Bellingham is a future Liverpool man. FSG, pull your finger out and get it done. Get it done.
Bellingham has the potential.
Same old Drifty. Done. Take the money out your pocket. Spend the money, dude. money. How'd I know? I'll tell you what, Drifty. You called Jude, you called Dortmund, and you ask him how much you gonna cost. Because last time I checked, he cost more than my yacht. My new yacht, not my old one. My old one, pristine, baby. My new yacht. I ain't forking out that money. You better sell some players. Sell Salah. I'll get him then.
You know, that's what he's fucking thinking as well.
Bro, we need to get Jude.
No, we need to get Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham is a future Liverpool player. Even he knows it.
Bro,
even he knows it. We need to shit done.
Just shot certain man. Just shot them.
Let me ask you then. Pedro. This is from Mr. Dare I Say. Drift says Pedro Neto or St. Max.
I know just going for.
Yeah, there's no point asking me. Innit?
So the final vote is yours then, Matt. you're Matt in the middle tonight, bro.
Literally.
Pedro Neto or St. Max.
Matt knows which way he wants to go. That's why he's looking in my direction.
The thing is, I can't even hate if you went with St. Max. Not even.
I think right now I'll go St. Max. I have to be real because the reason that I'm going to even St. Max as well. St. Max is doing a lot for a team that hasn't got a lot on offer, and not only that, I think Pedro Neto's got quality, but that injury does worry me, and it's one of them things where I think he'll probably take maybe like a year or something to get back to his best. So. Just on that face value, and St. Max is just getting better and better. St. Max, still.
Chris said St. Max has 2 working knees, unlike Neto. Constant shade on Pedro, not necessary.
You know what? I love Neto.
Neto's
before injury, I was a big Neto.
When Neto comes back, it'll be serious. But again, I'll go one better though. I'd rather go Rafinha over all. That's just me though. I'll go Rafinha over all of them, man. There, personally.
Do you know what? This is actually a massive point right here, and this is what is a big upsetting factor to a lot of things, isn't it? Jude, based on what his contracting is and all of his price tag and everything is going to be, it is actually going to become a pipe dream, innit? We're going to have to probably pay between 80 to 100 mil to get him.
Remember when I don't know did we do a show on this before? No, we didn't do a show we're speaking about, but I basically said like Liverpool in recent years have been missing the trick in terms of getting players before they move to that sort of like the middle team. And then they become they become too expensive for us to afford. Basically, we need to cut out the middleman. We should have got my man when he was at Birmingham.
Couldn't have.
But
he wanted Dortmund though.
He wanted Dortmund. Man, you went in hard for him, bruv. Liverpool apparently tried to as well, and he wanted Dortmund.
Bro, Man United were the only team that went in hard. We didn't go in hard for him, Cal. I can tell you that. We didn't go in hard for him. We might have expressed an interest, like how we always watch players. But we didn't go
Liverpool, man, Cal. Do you think he just thought,
it's a difference, Cal, between going Dortmund and knowing you're going to get first team football like what Jaden did, yeah? And then him going Liverpool, Stevie G's team.
Yeah, but
do you know what?
First team football,
and I get it, he wouldn't have played Cal, not straight away. But you know, Klopp would have made sure that this brother was ready. Whether he went out on loan like a Harvey Elliott, bruv, I'm telling you from now, we missed the trick. We're gonna regret it. I hate to say it, but it's true because Dortmund don't want to sell, and when they do want to sell, they put up a price knowing that we can't afford it. We ain't buying him. Let that dream die from now.
Here's the thing. I get where you're coming from with the sentiment of getting players before they blow up, but I think it's hard to do it because you will then just stockpile. Like we got Elliott before Elliott got big. We got players like Musliowski, who I think is going to be big. Kai Gordon, who I think is going to be big. So we have got some players, but it's impossible to get all of them. And there's like even hard. Everyone keeps on, and this is probably the worst example of it. Everyone constantly says, imagine we went to Salzburg and got Minamino instead of Haaland. Bro, Haaland did not want to come to Liverpool. Man U tried for Haaland. They couldn't get him. He only wanted to go Dortmund. Like there is a reason these players want to go Dortmund because they know there's a clear pathway to the team. And they 100%. Know they're going to build up their experience. So by the time they're 22, 23, they'll be at a level where they can move to a club and be guaranteed first team football.
I think Matt's on the money, Cal, though, when he's saying Liverpool didn't try for Bellingham. You're right. Man United went hard for Bellingham. I think Matt's right. I don't think Liverpool got involved in it, if I'm being honest. I don't think we did.
Do you want to know something?
I've heard they did get involved. Probably not to the level of a United. But at the same time, if they get shut down, they get shut down, isn't it?
No, but see, this is what I'm saying. When you say to a level of Man United, that means Man United went hard. I felt like we didn't go hard because I've also heard the same thing probably as you, Cal. We were interested in him. We kind of explored it and then we're like, nah, maybe not now. Maybe later on down the line. But we've done the same thing with there's another player that we really, really looked at, but again, we didn't really do anything. I'm trying to think of the name. I can't remember the name.
We do it quite a lot, though. Not even just in England.
We've got put it like this.
Remember Zielinski? Do you remember how long we scouted Zielinski,
we
bro?
did that a lot with.
We tried to get again. We actually moved hard for Zielinski.
No, we tried to. My man had the Liverpool shirt in his hands, and we messed up there. To be fair, because their president, so to speak, was kind of messing us about. He changed the price, I think, when we kind of it looked like we had a gentleman's agreement, and then it was just mad. So.
You know what though? Sometimes you have to understand maybe the club's right. Because I'll give you an example of when the club is right. Do you remember when we were pissed we didn't sign Conor Plianka?
Yeah.
Where the hell is that brother now?
He went, yeah.
But then the reason I'm going to slightly rebuttal that, just because I think sometimes if we were to get a Conor Plianka at that time, I actually think he would have done well for us.
Yeah,
he probably would have. But look where he is now, though, Cal.
Yeah, but who's to say under our tutelage or Klopp's tutelage that he wouldn't be where he is now? This is what I'm trying to say.
That's a point. Like, I remember when he was the A team and Yarmolenko was the B team. And now Yarmolenko's like the king of Ukraine and busting up in the Premier League. I don't even know where the hell Conor Plianka even is.
That's very true.
It's true.
Last question from Mr. Dare I Say It Drift was Basuma of Lahovic as well.
Basuma. I love Lahovic, but I feel like Basuma's the one I would want the more out of, like my favoritism to how much I like the player.
Basuma.
People kind of realize Basuma's a bad boy now still, but I think he's been slept on by a lot.
Yeah. I think I slept on him until last season. I started watching him more last season because I remember the summer where we signed Thiago, there was talks that we were going to sell Genie and bring him in. And I was like, nope, you're crazy. I watched him last season. I thought to myself, you know what? The boy's a baller, man.
He's a baller.
Yeah. No, he is.
Proper baller.
Shaka A says Cantwell is pleasing on the eye, but offers little. I think Klopp could get a tune out of him though. But I get what you mean as well. I do get you. Buendia was their best player before he left. He was a level above Cantwell in my opinion.
He was
Buendia is better. But Buendia is just a better footballer all round than Cantwell.
Yeah, Buendia better than Cantwell.
Ace Bet Limited says Matip reminds me of Dalsim. Those long limbs taking off man's quiff. Big up all the Street Fighter heads.
Quiff, you know.
I don't know who that is.
Sorry, say the name again, sorry.
Dalsim.
Yeah, Dalsim.
Oh, yeah. Dalsim. You know the guy from India, Cal, that's got the long arms and long legs.
Yes, I get you.
Yeah. Yoga Fire. Yoga Flame.
Yoga Flame.
Mr. Dare I Say It Drift says Fab this is all in order. Fab, Hendo, Thiago, Elliot, Curtis, Naby, Milner, Ox in his opinion.
That was a long list. I don't even.
I'd put Milner above Naby, if I'm being honest.
Say the list again, sorry. In his opinion.
In order. So Fab, Hendo, Thiago, Elliot, Curtis, Naby, Milner, and Ox.
I will put Naby ahead of Curtis, right? And then again, I think last season Naby. I don't know. Maybe he's right.
I'd probably put Curtis above Elliot.
Not right. As things stood at the start of the season, I would have said no because you can always tell. But he believed in Harvey Elliott like fully, like he was.
Yeah,
fully.
So do I. But I still think when the dust settles, Jones is probably a slightly better footballer, ever so slightly.
I think he's more complete as a footballer at this moment.
I think Harvey might have better moments though.
Yeah, that I agree with.
Maybe.
Liam Kenny says if Klopp wins us a Premier League or Champions League or both, the owners would have to award him with at least 150 mil kitty plus sales. Who would you lads get with that?
I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I don't mean to take liberties because your super chat was to be answered. But if we won the Champions League, the Premier League, or both, they would be like, we told y'all don't need no one. We told y'all don't need no one. We're going to do it again. And we're going to do it again. They wouldn't buy us shit.
150 mil though, plus player sales. Let's round it up to 200 then with player sales. Who you guys buying?
With 200 mil?
Yeah.
I'm going to jump on Cal's boat and I'm just going all in for Haaland.
200 mil, you wouldn't have to spend 200 to go.
Nah, you would, bro.
Including his wages. It would cost about... No, remember the agent's fee thing, Matt, is apparently down to 10% after this season. Agents can't ask for more than 10% of the transfer.
It's Mina Raiola.
No, but he can't change rules that are actual rules, bro.
They'll find a way around it.
What's the rule? Tell me the rule. What's the rule?
The rule is now that an agent can only demand at maximum 10% of what the fee of the transfer is. So he's got an actual buyout clause of 75 mil. So Raiola can't ask for no 40, 50 mil or whatever bullshit he wants.
I guarantee you, wherever he goes, there will be a third party involved. Yeah. That third party will get paid. That third party will give it to Raiola.
No, but apparently that is why the laws come in to avoid that because they know that corruption exists. So I don't know if they can start doing all that crap.
Well, there's always a way. There's always a way in football, bruv.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to act like you're wrong, but what's 10% of 75 million? Maybe around 7.5%, right?
7.5 mil.
7.5.
Yeah, like roughly, like quick maths. So if you really think about it, it's under 100 mil at the absolute maximum to sign Haaland next season. So if I've got a 200 mil kitty, I'm just going ham for Haaland. Like, I'm just going ham for Haaland.
Trust me, right?
Haaland,
I hear that though. I hear that.
No.
I mean, Mbappe's free.
F it then. Haaland and Mbappe.
With 200 mil, all right, then, if going by that logic, then I'm getting Haaland, Rafinha, and Mbappe.
That'd be fun.
And Basuma, and I've got enough. Yeah, tell you why.
We pulled out in one summer.
Yeah, and I tell you why I can afford it. Because people are like, what? That make no sense. Haaland is 75 mil. Just said bun the agent's fee or whatever, 10%.
It'll probably cost you about 85 mil to get Haaland next summer.
Mbappe's free. So again, Mbappe's free. And then on top of that, I'm only actually buying for fees, by the way, like proper fees, is Basuma and Rafinha. So
yeah. I like that. And you know, we might as well throw in Lamptey. Might as well just throw in Lamptey. I'm with Matt on that one. But I'm gonna change Rafinha for St. Max. So I'd go Mbappe, Haaland, St. Max, Basuma, and Lamptey. We take over the world, baby. We take over the world.
This would have to be in the most alternate universe you've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah. Do you know what? Right now, man, have to do a Doctor Strange thing. We'd be like, I went and looked at 4.8 million alternatives, and there was only how many times did you do that signing?
Yep, it'll be. Bro, it'll be like I've looked through. They'll be like, nah, bro, it'll be like 58 trillion times. How many times did you do it? You never did it, but you was close.
You say half a finger, just
it's like this. You might do it. Massive. What 58 trillion times. Yeah. It'll be like. You never made it.
Shamrock slyly dig at Klopp again using Naby as ammo. Tonight 75 Jamrock says, I'm actually not doing it on a wind up. I'm trying to put myself in the players' shoes. Players look at how other players are treated versus them. They do, but they also look at how much other players are available and contribute as well. So you have to look at that as well, Jamrock. You have to. Sam Sanook says, what's Naby done to be considered first choice? Ox has had a high peak at Liverpool than Naby. We did touch on that.
He has.
Houdini says, had some oxtails that contributed more to Liverpool than Ox did last season. Fair enough.
Man said them man are on that hard food cow. You know what I mean? Sean Dash wants that in the cap, but we got it in the cap.
We are 19 at the canteen. Facts, you're number 3. Facts, listen, if you know about oxtail, trust me.
I think we have to
just quickly, guys. Do you lot strip your oxtail before you put it on the plate, or do you put it on the plate with a bone and struggle during your meal?
I put it on the plate.
Do you?
I put it on the plate. Man ain't got time. Man ain't got time for that.
I dissect the meat off the bone before I put it on my plate. I can't stand trying to get it off the bone during the meal. Yeah, it does, man. You're
one of them brothers, isn't it? That you got to dissect the thing.
Yeah, bro. And I get rid of the fat as well. I don't suck on the bone, boy. I mean, I deal with them things.
Rasta man, I do them.
Yeah, man. I deal with them things there. All them myths about getting the marrow out the bone. No, sir.
LFC Aaron says, I looked on Physio Room and for some reasons given for Naby games missing. So LFC Aaron says, I looked on the Physio Room and some of the reasons given for Naby missing were turbulence and for kicking an earthworm.
Oh my God! Was it Earthworm Jim? Because blood
big
club.
Earthworm Jim. Do you remember that back
Earthworm Jim? I remember that back in the day, bro.
Back in the day.
Hey, true though. Don't give me joke.
Mr. Darcy said, watch Madrid get Haaland, Mbappe, and Pogba next summer. I believe they will.
They probably will.
I believe they will.
Like, shout out the Oxtail gang. If you know about Oxtail, I mean, I have time for about. Just don't know about the marinated bone in them thing there.
No, but I do them thing there.
Listen, man. I know about Oxtail, brethren.
Saeed says next summer FSG will be like can't expand the stadium, can't spend expansion. Well, look, we'll have to see.
The comments are killer.
I'm not even caught up with the comments yet. Still, I can't.
KJ Brown knows. Hey, he knows.
Oh man, no, Richie's the one that had me laughing. Still.
Oh yeah, I see now. Genie Houdini said, "Fellas, if you had to pick one player from a big six rivals squad to complete our team, who would you choose?"
If I had to choose, how many players from the rivals?
One player.
From one
player from each.
No, just one player.
One player from each of the rivals. So if you pick one player from City, one player from Chelsea.
He said pick one player from a big six rivals squad.
Oh, one player.
Yeah. Okay. Can I ask a dumb question?
Just
I
one
can't
player.
considered a big six rival.
No, they're considered a big six. Yeah, not top six. They're considered big six.
Okay, I don't know because them and Arsenal are flirting with all that mid-table mediocrity right now. So I don't actually know if I'm asking. Like I don't know if they're in there. I'd go either Kante or Kane. They're the two players that I would pick.
Kante. I didn't think of Kante. You know, Kante for Fabinho.
It'll be levels.
You know
what I'm picking?
Virgil come out on the beach there, bro.
It's done, bro.
For me, it's either De Bruyne or Kane. De Bruyne or Kane.
I say this to say this, yeah, and this is no disrespect to my captain because you lot know how much my captain is my captain. But Kante, Fabinho, and Thiago in a free.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, Drift, I think we have to even take it a step further.
Mate.
Fabinho,
do one, mate.
Thiago, and De Bruyne. I'm not gonna lie. Henderson.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say something that's gonna rattle a lot of people.
Henderson will have to wash dishes.
No, I'm gonna say something that's gonna rattle a lot of people. I actually think that Kante is actually a more valuable player than De Bruyne. I truly do.
I don't think that's a crazy statement.
In what sense, though?
Just in all senses, bro. I just think he's an all-round more important player than De Bruyne.
You think he's more important than De Bruyne?
I think if you ask me which one I want in my midfield for results in terms of just all-round whatever it is, I think Kante is way more valuable of a midfielder than
I rate
than De Bruyne.
Kante, and listen, I love Kante. I rate him. But you see De Bruyne in a team like Liverpool, for me, does more than Kante. Reason being is you got a Fabinho who's not the same. He's not the same. But in terms of like when you want to win a game, you're in a final. I'm looking at Kevin. I'm not looking at Kante. I'm looking at Kevin.
Let me ask you a question, Matt. Because I'm not saying you're wrong, but let me ask you a question. If you go fully fit Matip, fully fit Van Dijk, fully fit Alisson, fully fit Fabinho, fully fit Kante, do we concede more than 10 goals in a season?
No, but we always say this.
In all comps. Do we concede more than 10 goals in a season, bro?
Bro, I hear what you're saying.
How do you get past Fabinho and Kante at the same time?
Bro, I hear what you're saying.
That's fucking impossible, bro. And then you got Virgil and Matip behind them.
Bro, you asked me the
Ali
question.
in goal, bro.
Man asked me the question, but he's still talking.
Because every time I say I'm waiting for you to answer, I'm not trying to be rude and just remembering even more things. That's just like, how does anybody fucking get past that?
Because you're sold on Kante. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm going to be honest, though. Say it's a Champions League final. Yeah? And I'm saying, like, the forward line ain't really doing it. Kevin De Bruyne just gets the... Man said, guys, what about... Skip! Skip! He built for this! I'm going to be real. KDB, fam. KDB.
No, but I think Thiago can do what KDB can do. And if he's got Kante and Fabinho behind him...
No, they're different. Thiago is an orchestrator. Orchestrate the thing. Kevin De Bruyne is the destroyer. Thiago will orchestrate all day long. Fabinho's mopping up. And he says, yo, KDB, you know what I just done for you, innit? Give the ball to KDB.
And if you throw Kante in our team, bro, that also means that Trent and Robbo don't even need to worry about tracking back.
But KDB adds another... Listen, what have we always said from Liverpool? Goals from midfield, yeah? So having Kante would be amazing. Don't get twisted. But you're not adding something that we theoretically don't already have.
I agree with that.
KDB adds another dimension. It makes man have to think. Do you know what KDB does? KDB opens up the game for for Mane, Salah, and Jota or Firmino. Because people are going to go, oh, shoot, what? KDB, Thiago, where's man supposed to run to? Bruv, that man there will be... I'm taking KDB, you know.
You see, if we ever got Kante, I'm changing the formation to a 3-2... What's how many? And then 5. I'm changing it to 3-2. Yeah,
a 3-2-2-3.
No, a 3-2-5, bruv. Hear me out now. I'm going obviously Ali in goal. I'm going Virgil as the lone centre back, and I'm going Robbo and Trent as fullbacks. I'm only playing one centre back. Fabinho and Kante sit in front of the defence because either way I'm good, yeah. And then, I'm playing with 5 attackers, so I'm playing with Salah and Mane as the widest forwards, and I'm going Jota, Firmino, and Origi.
Oi!
Because I like that.
Let's just end this now. Jeff, who you taking?
That is definitely a PES formation.
Are you taking KDB or Kante? Who are you taking?
No, I'm taking Kante. Who's
taking Carl? KDB or Kante? I'm taking KDB, you know. I'm going to be honest. KDB, the assist to Salah as well. Oh, my God. Bro. Anyway. Who are you taking?
You know
Carl?
You're fucking with Carl right now because KDB is his guy.
No, but Carl's a football man. He's a football connoisseur.
I love Kante as well.
Who you taking, Carl? Remember, took it for Liverpool, you know.
Do you know what, Matt? I get where you're coming from. The only reason I'm going Kante, though, is because at the moment, we don't have anyone who could fill in for Fabinho if Fabinho came out of the team. And I think we saw how detrimental it was last season. Whereas we can still score goals like Kevin. But
that's a good point. That's a good point, Matt. He's making a valid point.
I love Kevin.
Bro, but I hear this now. Do you know what you just said?
I get where you're coming from, Matt.
But here's the thing. What you just said. Your opening statement was, we've got no one to fill in for Fabinho. Bruv, I don't care about filling for Fabinho. We are talking about KDB, though.
Oh, we talk about Kante, but imagine those away European trips to like a Bayern Munich. And you gotta get 2 away goals and not concede. Fabinho and Kante, there you go, boys. And then when things really get under the cosh, you throw in Henderson as that third midfielder. You're good.
Bruv, KDB is doing the most.
All right, let me ask you this question, Matt. Is KDB slightly becoming an injury-prone footballer?
Oh my!
Well, Kante gets his fair share as well.
He does.
Yeah, but that's because he runs 84,000 kilometers a game.
I'm just gonna say this, Drift, because Drift, I know you like man that are techie with it. I'm just gonna say this, Drift. In one team, you could say Thiago, Trent, and KDB passing the ball, creating triangles. I'll leave it there still.
Oh yeah, that's sensational. I hear you.
Open. Well, so when KDB,
I don't think you're wrong for picking KDB. By the way, I just would prefer Kante.
No, trust me, I love Kante, but I just what it is though. You see, if we done that 4-2-3-1, don't get it twisted, yeah.
Do you need KDB when you got Trent? That's another question.
No, you no. Oh, but you're adding, bro. Don't do an FSG.
He's messing with you there, man. He knows.
He's turning to JW Henry right now. Man said, "Do we need a KDB when we got Trent?"
Drift knows exactly what he's doing. Because for the longest time, Drift has been talking about getting a creative midfielder. He just suckered you in, bro.
I'm out. Drift, I'm tagging you in. I'm out, bro.
Dinesh says, do you think FSG should tell Nike to use who's this? Emma Raducanu as a non-football ambassador to promote Liverpool as Klopp interview in the press conference? I'm not sure what that's regarding.
I don't know who she is.
I don't know who she is.
Yeah, I don't know who she is, sir, bro. I don't know who she is.
Mr. Dare I Say Drift says, watch Madrid get hot. Yeah, we saw that as well. Jeannie says, injured on a plane equals air, injured kicking grass equals earth. If Naby gets injured by fire, he would be an avatar for the last airbender.
That joke is so great that I don't see where the fire is on the pitch, so we move.
And considering that he's talking about earth and fire, I'll just say
Celebrate good time. Come
Where's the
on.
fire on the
That's
pitch?
cool in the gang drift.
Oh, yeah,
Where's
it
the-
is my
where's the
bad.
fire on the
My
pitch?
bad. My bad. My
I didn't know
bad.
there was fire on the football pitch. We move.
My
I told
bad.
you, man, I ain't laughing. Where's the fire on the football pitch? I just debunked the
Don't
team.
worry,
Where's
man.
the
I'm
fire on
gonna
the
get
football
you
pitch?
before the end of the
No,
show.
no, man said last airbender, but where's the fire on the football pitch? I don't
To be
understand.
fair, it was the plane he got injured on that time, and that was
Was he a Boy Scout?
That's very true. He got injured on a plane because you have to fly to games. I don't see where
Well,
there's
no, but
fire.
was he
is,
a
though.
Boy Scout?
I don't see where the fire is though.
Because them man there make fires.
Where's the fire?
if he
Was
cooks
man
at
at
home,
bomb or is man at bomb find out or something?
if he cooks at home, he's gonna have to use the fire.
He
Unless
used the
he
oven.
might have an electric cooker though, Cal.
Use the oven on the microwave, not a fire though. But
We
we move.
hope
I'm telling you, I'm debunking everything. You man can come at me. I ain't laughing. Serious time now.
But if he uses a microwave, what if he
Mhm.
forgets to take the foil off?
But why would he forget to take the foil off?
I mean, why'd he kick the ground?
I don't know. Why did he kick the ground, Drift? You tell me.
I don't know, bro. Madness, isn't it?
It's mad, isn't it? Why did Ox make a challenge and then injure himself? It's mad, isn't it?
Well, that's deep still.
No, but I'm asking. I'm just saying.
That's deep.
Just
Still.
asking a question.
Man was tracking back in a quarter final to try and win the game. That's a low blow,
You
bro.
answered the question. I asked it, innit?
That's a low blow.
Shaka A says Salah, Mane, Jota would hit an extra 15 goals with KDB. Potentially.
Bro, levels to this.
Himanshu says, guys, if you have to pick one Premier League record that you think would be the most difficult to break, what would it be? Mine would be Chelsea's 15 goals conceded in 04-05.
No, I'll say it's the Centurions getting 100 points.
I want Invincibles, man. I just want to eradicate Arsenal.
I kind of want Invincibles as well because that's the
Yeah,
only
but
thing they
that's
cling
a
on
little bit of
to.
a personal vendetta,
No, but-
Cal. I do get that, but I think breaking
Only
100
thing they
points
cling on
sounds
to, man.
Nah, saying you got Invincible and then when Arsenal start talking, because all we hear now, all Arsenal
Is they're
fans do when
invincible.
we talking, yeah, but we were invincible. If we got Invincibles, I'd be up at AFTV studios every single week, bro. There's a t-shirt on, just short shorts and a t-shirt, bro, saying Invincible, say something.
I'm not
That's
gonna
all
lie. When we got to March and we were still unbeaten, they were sweating that we was about to take their crown.
Of course they were, though.
Yeah, they were. They were. You would have thought that was their first European trophy for real. They was on it in that.
They were over the moon.
They were. They were.
Lord Walker says Bruno, Fab, Thiago. Also, do you think the lit to Chelsea? Oh, I've not heard about this rumor.
No,
The lit to Chelsea.
I know
Juve
got
are
that release
struggling a
clause,
bit
but
at the moment.
they
I'm
said
not even
that
gonna lie.
150.
Bruno's a shout. Forget the rivalry.
I
If
would
you put
take
Bruno
Bruno.
our midfield, that is a shout to be a very, very good addition to our midfield.
Would you take Bruno? I'm not taking Bruno over KDB though.
No. Come on now.
I'm just making sure.
I don't
you
know
know
from a goal scoring point of view, though.
Oh,
if you've
Lord
got Thiago,
Jesus.
no, because
No,
let's
it's not.
be
It's not a
honest.
stupid thing to say, man.
I'm not saying Bruno's better than KDB, Matt. No, Matt. I'm not saying Bruno's better than KDB. That's
Hold
obviously
on.
not better.
You men are getting rattled now. I never said stupid, you know.
No. I said
Hear me out.
I said what Drift say is not stupid, but I disagree.
Bruno is not better than KDB.
But I never
Bruno's
said
not
what he
better
said
than
was
KDB.
stupid.
No, I'm not saying. No,
But hear me out. Because we've got Thiago who can orchestrate, which is a large part of what KDB will be coming in to do. All I would want Bruno to do is just start banging goals for midfield. And he is a 10-15 goal a season midfielder. So if you got Fabinho and Thiago orchestrating and stopping the opposition, you just got Bruno banging goals. You kind of have to say that is a great addition to the team, right? Like you kind of just, I'm not saying he's better. He's not better than KDB. Everybody knows he's not better than KDB, but he's a better goal scorer midfielder than KDB. Like he is.
What I want from my team, and again, I think Bruno can score more goals than KDB. That may be true. But KDB for me can dictate a game. KDB can score goals, can
But
assist
Thiago
goals.
dictates games. But do we need two dictators?
Hear me?
Yeah.
No, but no. But Drift, that's like saying you go
What,
back
you
to
want
Barcelona.
Mugabe and flipping
Bro, let me
Saddam
land.
Hussein? Like, bro, we don't need two
No,
dictators,
I'm
bro.
not gonna get that deep. I'm just gonna say Barcelona and look at Xavi and Iniesta. They dictate games all day. I don't think there's
Iniesta
any
weren't a
problem with that.
dictator.
Are
Iniesta
you
weren't a
crazy?
dictator.
No, I can't speak
Iniesta
to this
weren't
guy.
a dictator.
You tried to say what I said. What I apparently just said was stupid. Man said Iniesta don't dictate a game.
No, I never said he couldn't. I said he wasn't. Busquets and Xavi would dictate the game, and Iniesta was like the assassin that would just go and finish things off.
Iniesta and Xavi, yeah. Let me remind you.
Right now, like,
was, double dragon. Them man there combined ran games. Busquets obviously would start off a move and break up play, Drift. But let's not be silly.
Iniesta was the assassin, bro.
Iniesta and Xavi were two CMs that ran you ragged. Come on, man.
They dictated still. They dictated.
I'm not going to lie. That's the wildest statement you said in a while, in my opinion.
I never said Iniesta couldn't dictate a game. I said he wasn't. I said Busquets and Xavi were the dictator, and he was the assassin.
Nah, Drift. What you just said there. That is crazy. I can't even front. People think I'm crazy.
Listen, remember, I'm Iniesta over Zidane. I'm not trying to downplay his ability.
Bro, Iniesta would run a game with Xavi. Them two combined was mad, in my opinion, anyway. In my opinion.
Jamrock says it's not just Raiola you have to pay. You would have to pay his dad as well. Very true. Very true. Before we get you guys coming to call in, do want to have a little word about our sponsors for the Rival Watch and Kopish Kall-In. FanBet is our sponsor for this show. So first and foremost, shout out to FansBet. This season, we've teamed up with FansBet, the fan-led sports betting company committed to supporting charities and causes which are important to fans. As we've said many a times, we are supporting the Marina Dalglish Foundation. Very, very amazing charity. So make sure you check them out. Do check out FansBet on fansbet.com. Also, you can claim your £10 free bet with your welcome offer. Terms and restrictions apply. Full details on the website. 18 plus. Please do gamble responsibly. Visit begambleaware.org for more information. Also, check out FansBet responsible gambling tools. You will also see FansBet contributing much to us this season as well. So make sure you check them out. Make sure you take up the offer of the free bet. And make sure you click the link that's going to be in the YouTube description, people. So shout out to FansBet all day, every day.
Massive shout out.
They got FansBet each and every time. Trust
Revolutionary betting company, man. Big
Indeed. Dinesh says Emma Raducanu is the US Open in winning tennis. She sold out on night 2 search she had in the final.
Okay.
So
that's the Bromley girl, yeah?
Like that for real.
No, the Bromley girl didn't win. You know what? I don't even know.
No, she did, bro. The young British girl from Bromley's the one who won the US Open. I swear.
Oh, was it her who won it?
Yeah, bro. I can't remember her name, but I swear
that is her name. Emma's her name.
Yeah, it's her, man.
Oh, that's
She's
amazing.
a Bromley girl. You know, I mean, I know it's not South London, but you know what I mean. Like South,
around the corner from where I am, pretty much.
Big up. She's a G. Hey, you know, that's a shout. Get her to put on the Liverpool top. That's a shout.
Yeah, I mean, LeBron did that as well. So we're saying that we meant to have Drake and all them not modelling our stuff, and that never happened either.
Matt, sorry, Carl, I know we're going to bring in the callers, but Matt, you see the whole like LeBron. I know LeBron is an absolute superstar, but after watching The Last Dance, surely no one's ever going to top Mike. Ever. Like,
no
ever?
Comment.
But ever? Like, surely never, ever.
No, Mike's the GOAT. Mike is the GOAT.
Is it not a fair argument to say Michael Jordan is the best sportsman ever?
For me,
in
Mike
any
is
sport,
the GOAT.
it don't matter what sport it is.
I think with LeBron, obviously, and I wouldn't even say it's about rings because Mike hasn't even won the most rings, but I think the way how Mike done it, I think Mike's is different, and not losing a final is just something that is so spectacular in any sport. It's crazy. That man went 6 for 6. Like, LeBron hasn't won every final. LeBron has lost finals in it. But again, you can look at the teams and look at the teams they're up against, and it's all about context. But in my opinion,
Tom Brady's a shout. Tom Brady is a shout.
Of course, Tom Brady's a shout.
Tom Brady's a shout.
But for me, in my opinion, when it comes to basketball, Federer is serious.
No, but you know what it is, yeah? You see with Federer, Federer is absolutely sensational, but what it is, Federer had adversaries who got one over him quite regularly. If you look at like Djokovic, if you look at Nadal, there were games where they did dominate him. So I get what you're talking about in terms of like Grand Slams and stuff like that, but he's had moments in his career where them man have battered him up. Like MJ never got back. Who ever batted up MJ? Like
it's a team.
But that's hard though. That's team. Because then,
That is true. That is
have
true.
to say,
Usain Bolt's another one.
Yeah, like
that is a shout. That is a shout.
For
but
me,
you know,
the best
and
boxer...
please don't attack me for this, but I just think you're either the fastest man because you are or you're not. I think when it's a skill set sport, no, he does. Of course he does. It's both. But I think when it's a skill based sport, it's harder to be dominant. But you can just be born to be the fastest. Do you get what I mean? But the skill set is harder to gain.
There's a lot, but there's a lot of goats though. That's there's a lot of goats in.
R9 was born to be a footballer, bro. Like there's certain people like.
No, yeah, but he would have had to work a lot harder to be the best at that sport than Bolt would have to be the fastest man, though. Do you get what I mean? Like,
you know, with someone as naturally gifted as Ronaldo, I don't even think Ronaldo had to work that hard.
No, he would have, Cal. He would have.
And again, I'm not saying he didn't work hard, but I'm saying I don't think he would have had to work as hard as
bruv, even Messi, dare I say, bruv, you can tell.
You know what? Michael Phelps is a fucking shout.
No, bruv, when Mike, you could, when Michael, you know, when Messi, like you could just tell when Messi probably a child, like you kick the ball, man was just like caressing the ball, like easy, fam, like with his foot, just.
Hey, Hamilton goes in the conversation now as well.
Yeah, there's enough goals.
Yeah, there's a few.
There's not one goal. That's hard to say because there's too many
goals based on the actual sport itself.
Yeah, you can't just do the goal.
And by the way, I used to be an athlete, so I do understand athletic training for anyone who thinks I'm trying to downplay it. You work bloody hard, don't get me wrong. But I also do believe you're born to be fast. You can work at it, but I think speed is a God-given talent, whereas I think a skill-based sport, even if you're God-given, you've got to work harder at it to like be the best at it.
Yeah, but even that though, you can have speed, bro. But do you know what can let you down is your technique. So you could be the fastest man, but if you can't put your technique together, then you're in trouble.
No, I hear that, but like I think that's
it's a bit disingenuous to say like, because someone's fast, then naturally.
No, I'm not being disingenuous. As I said, I was a sprinter. I'm not being disingenuous. I'm just telling you from a personal experience point of view, it was easier for me to use my God-given talent to be quick and just run faster than everyone else than it was to implement skills into being a great footballer or a great tennis player or a great... Like, I think those things are harder to be great at than a sprinter. That's just my opinion. And I'm not downplaying Bolt. Bolt's a legend. Of course he is. But I was a sprinter as a youngster. And I can tell you, I could do a Jon Jones. Obviously, I'm not talking professional level, but I ran in championships. And I could do a Jon Jones. I could party the night before, drink water, turn up and win the race because it was just... that I was just...
Dead, man.
Yeah, like, I'm not going to lie. That's just where I was born to be fast. I won championships with barely any training. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I think it's easier to be a sprinter than it is to be a basketball player or a footballer or a tennis player. And that's because I was a sprinter. So I'm not being disingenuous. And Bolt's a legend. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Oh, Bolt's a legend, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a legend, man.
Top five under 23 in the world currently mine are Trent, Haaland, Mbappe, Donnarumma, but I'm struggling for the fifth. For me, it's either Sancho or João Felix.
João Felix.
I think people are gonna say it's not Sancho based on the start he's had at United, but I don't want people to forget
top
about
five.
Dortmund.
You meant to put in João Felix in top five.
It's either João Felix or Sancho for me.
What about Jude? Just putting out some names, by the way.
Not outside, not above those guys yet.
In your opinion, what about Foden?
Foden's got a shout. For
like,
me,
not over Felix. Not over Felix.
No. Let me be real. What has João Felix actually done other than the fact that he's techie and he's sick? And that sounds stupid, but like
they did win the league as well.
But was he a massive factor in that though?
He did play a role, a good amount.
I'm gonna be honest. I think João Felix is amazing, but to say he's top five, I think there's an argument to
is
say
that because we see Foden play more often than
it could be that.
But I also another shout.
Yeah. Who's the guy that plays for I'll tell you he's a sick talent, bro. He plays for Bayern Munich. I can't pronounce his name.
Musiala.
But he's listen, João Felix, yeah,
he's not ahead
serious.
Of João Felix, though.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest.
Can I ask a silly question?
João Felix.
Go on.
You man up.
I know that he is a better footballer technically, just born to do it, so to speak. But is it not disrespectful to not include Mason Mount if you're going to include Foden? Mason Mount's a baller, you know, and he's done it now very consistently for over 18 months for Chelsea.
Foden's better though.
I don't even know anymore, you know. Mason Mount is a very good.
I think
Foden
looks nice on the eye, but I think Mason might actually be more effective.
This is what I was gonna say. Chelsea need Mason Mount to be great. Man City don't need Foden to be great. I feel like there's different. Phil Foden is not a He's not a senior at Man City, so therefore they don't need him to be great every game to win a game. Chelsea kind of need a Mason Mount when he plays to be very, very good to supply for who he's playing for, because there's different levels on this thing. In my opinion, if we're talking about naturally gifted and who's better, let's just say, I don't know, you put them, let's just say for argument's sake, you put them both in the same team and said, do the same thing. I think Foden can do more than what Mount can do. That's just in my opinion. I think when Foden picked up a ball, you could just tell he's got it. Mason Mount has got it as well. But I just think that Foden's got it that little bit more. It's like it's close, but I think Foden's got it that more.
I'm very surprised to see people say Mount is an average player. I'm very surprised. Mount is good, man.
Like,
Mount
Foden is
you know, sometimes you got to take a step back and take your mind out the rivalry and just check it. That's why I rate Rashford now, because I took my mind out the rivalry and I thought, the kid's a baller, man. He is. I know his end product ain't the greatest, but do you?
Let me ask you this,
I think Rashford is a very good player, man. I actually rate Rashford, man.
This is the easiest way to say it. Let's just say because they both are actually natural 10s, but they both play out wide for their systems or whatever. Let me put it like this. For Liverpool, in your 10, do you want Foden or Mount? Like, which one are you picking for Liverpool? Who do you think?
I actually would pick Mount based on I think he'll score more goals.
I'll pick Foden. Straight. It's not even for me, it's not even a debate.
I don't know who I'm picking in that one. That's me being honest. I'm not,
because I think Foden, in my opinion, can open up a game more. I think Mount is more diligent with his work. I think Mount is the harder worker. I think Mount is probably, if you think of the two, again, I say Mount even maybe tactically might be slightly ahead of Foden. But I'm talking about just natural talent. I need you to unlock
natural talent, Foden. Natural talent is Foden.
But again, that's what I'm saying. I need you to unlock a defense. I need you to use your vision and what's been given to you. I'm picking Foden for me. That's just my opinion, no?
Fair dues. Jamrock says Elaine Thompson was below average runner in high school, and look at her now, for real.
Good point.
For real. All right, people, got some callers to speak to. So this evening, guys, we're going to give you a minute 30 to ask your question. And then obviously me, Matt, and Drift will have a minute to answer. So Drift, have you got your spare phone with you to put up the timer?
Oh shit, no, I don't.
I might have it.
My bad.
You should drop the ball. Hold on.
My bad.
I dropped the ball.
My bad, dog.
I can't even bring up my thing as well.
I'll get my other phone.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna set the timer 1:30. All right, so guys, I'm gonna start the timer as soon as you guys get on. So as soon as you hop on the screen, as soon as you're on the screen, I'm gonna start the timer, people. Dinesh with the last super chat before we get
going. I thought that we kind of run over still. I said 2 hours in, like nearly 2 hours in.
For the waffling still.
Yeah, 2 hours in and we ain't even started the things. Kind of mad.
Liverpool need to buy players by next summer. If they don't, we will be dead as a winter World Cup will be stopped for 6 weeks and season will end in June. Yeah, I think we'll buy next summer, but then again, I thought we'd buy more this summer, so I'm not even going to second guess anymore. I'm just going to.
Here's the mad thing. What's going to happen to the transfer window with the World Cup being around the time of the transfer window?
Nobody knows, bro.
Nobody.
Suppose it'll be the same, won't it? Because you can still make transfers during the World Cup. It's just no one does it.
So there'll be some really erratic World Cup transfers happening.
Potentially. It's just crazy, isn't it? But it's what money will do. It's what money will do. All right, going to bring in our first caller. So as I said, people, as soon as you guys get on, we're going to start the 1 minute 30. Have your question ready for us, please, people, and welcome to the show. Man like Ryan LFC in the building.
Man like Ryan, long time, brother.
Guys, man, it's been a while, bro. Like,
yeah, man.
How you been, bro? You alright?
I'm good, man. And this night work has stressed me up, bro. So
I hear that, bro.
Pleasure having you back on, bro. It's been too long, man.
Yeah, it's been a long time, Bridget. Watch a video, them still keep up to date. You know, although I'm doing a lot of Jamaican stuff more, but
we see it.
I see you doing your thing, bro.
Asking beer questions of the manager, like, what I'm doing?
Never tell him what to do, you know?
You know what I'm saying? But he's moving foolish, so I get it, bro. He's moving foolish. I understand, Bridget.
Bro, listen, Gifty, and I know you guys live in the UK, right? And your son born in the UK, and you live in Jamaica, or you come from Jamaica, and you have the opportunity to represent for Jamaica. What Coach Theodore Whitmore doing? I'm going to say allegedly because it's Funi channel, and I will be not allegedly on my channel, so I'm protecting you. Allegedly, bro, the man I hate an Englishman them, bro. And allegedly, some of the local Jamaican player them too bad mind, bro. You understand? So that we're put up with, bro.
Listen, it's real, obviously like you said, allegedly. You know, I'm a certain man them come back home again and them have an English passport, and the man them will look at them sideways, and it's just like, you know what I'm saying, like,
bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like a player like Mariappa, they accept him because he have over 50 cap for the national team, and I really, really appreciate Mariappa because he see that he cannot make the English team and come and represent for us. But whether or not the man grandparents or him father or him mother born in Jamaica, so him have the opportunity. So that's all the thing we are trying to cut out. You understand? I am the man who knocking that hammer where, bro, I'm not playing, bro, because I live in Canada now. What if me get a kids in Canada? You understand?
Real talk, man.
We need to cut out these things, bro, and I look a bad mind thing with the Jamaican player, especially the coach, allegedly. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get to the Liverpool stuff because a lot of people don't know what we're talking about. So
Got it, bro.
Yeah, bro. As me say, I'm not really too happy or FSG running the thing, but you know, I have to give thanks to have Jurgen Klopp because, you know, I don't know what happened when Jurgen Klopp leave. Trust me, guys, we're going to be in a really, really problem unless the owner them sell up. If they're not going to put money in the club, they just sell up and just leave the thing. But the season start, we have a very good start, and I just want you guys to keep more positive because I still think Liverpool biggest transfer winner this season is the rest of the likes of Salah, Mane, and most of the Liverpool player them in the summer. So I think the rest is very important, especially we're coming after that 2 to 3 years hard football. So I think we're going to be right up there. I don't trust Manchester United. They cannot manage 2 games a week. City, I don't really trust them as yet. It's probably too early to write off City, but they're not impressed me as yet. I think they lack a striker, and I don't think they can go this season. I strongly believe it's going to be between Liverpool and Chelsea. And Chelsea probably get the nut over because they have a strong depth and they have a very good coach right now. The best coach in the world, in my opinion, right now.
Tuchel?
Yeah.
Raw.
Better than Klopp?
Best coach right now. You know what I think? He kind of similar to Klopp, but I still feel like my manager too stubborn sometimes, yeah, man. Sometimes the man see the thing and the man will never try to change it. If Tuchel see it, he will make that adjustment quick. But Klopp is stubborn.
Fair point, right? You know I'm going to disagree with that because you know where I put Klopp. But I see where you're coming from.
What is it?
No, he's it's best manager right now because he win the Champions League and Chelsea has been doing good. I think Chelsea is the best team in Europe right now. All they has been playing from last season coming to this season. You know what I mean? But overall as a manager, I think better than him.
I know what you're saying, right? No, I get what Ryan's saying. I get what Ryan's saying. He's trying to say
coming for you in the chat, Ryan. I'm not gonna lie.
He is though, he is. He's saying right now, as things stand, he's just saying like Tuchel's on form, and he's on form. Yeah. But obviously overall Klopp is better. But he's saying right now as things stand, there's an argument to say Tuchel is arguably the best in the league. That's what he's saying.
Ryan, I love you.
That's what he's saying. Listen. You're saying form. You're saying form.
And Farm is the best manager in the world right now.
He's saying form.
Or comes he should better than Jurgen Klopp, and everything Jurgen Klopp do, this guy follow.
Because he's a
big fan of Jurgen Klopp. He's a big fan of Jurgen Klopp, so
yeah. He's a B-Tech Klopp. The man even went Dortmund. You know what I mean?
Agree with what you're saying, Ryan. But
I
get
followed him to England. Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, guys, my time because the people in my balls, so me know what.
But people, make sure you go and follow Ryan LFC.
Hey, trust me, Ryan's our guy, man.
Ryan is extended family. Go and follow him, people, please.
Trust me.
Man. Appreciate having me.
He's doing big things as well, man. Check him out.
And keep the movement going, man. Keep the movement going. If I need to know what's going on with the national team, I come check you, bro. So keep doing your thing,
man. Appreciate it.
Keep doing your thing, man.
Can call in, Bridget. Can we have the thing set up? WhatsApp call?
Yeah, man.
We will.
Whenever we have time. So, enough respect, man.
Yeah, man. Bless up, brother.
Go sleep, Dima, man. Go sleep, Bridget. Tap a week more, boy. You know. Tap a week more, boy.
You know, both of you are in Canada, innit? Don't back up and start. You know what I mean, man?
Yeah. All right, guys. Bless you.
Big up, man. Big up, brother.
All right, gonna go straight to our next caller. Used to be Gooner Lee. Now he's Liverpool Lee. Welcome to the show, bro.
We got Ryan FC because he told that every man start balling and he start cracking me up with that. You know what? I'm not real quick. I do agree with him, you know. I do think Klopp. No, look, here, what's saying? Listen, come on.
Man went from Gooner Lee to Liverpool into now Tuchel Chelsea. All I'm
saying is, I do agree that Klopp is very stubborn. And even last season, we were saying a lot about he don't make the subs, he don't make the changes, and that's all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna leave it there. But I've got a couple of questions in it, and I'm gonna try and divvy them up. And one of them, you might want to try to go into a little private show, not a private show, member show. So private show. That was very kinky, but
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was thinking this ain't the channel for that, Lee.
I was thinking what?
What my first question, is for Matt. What would you rate? And this is to kind of back you up. What would you rate overall? And you've got to be real honest. Thiago's number. Since he's arrived at Liverpool, because I wouldn't say he's been more than a 6. And I'll also say last season he got 30 goals. He got 30 goals. He got 30 games, 1 goal. I don't know how good you think that is. And my other point to that is he's always injured. So if we always bust banter about man like Naby, we always got to say that about Thiago as well, because he's been injured a lot and he's injured now as well. And I don't know how. Maybe he got a haircut and injured him. I don't know. My other point is, do you think as fans we got to try and change the rhetoric about how what we say is world class and what we kind of think about players and teams, etc.? Because even the same thing we're talking about Todd Cantwell, we talk about Klopp. Are they consistently world class? Are players, are they good, or do we just kind of go off what we think and what like a hearsay? Because Todd Cantwell is dead. He is not good enough for even 7th choice for Liverpool. I genuinely do not agree, and I know. We were only talking about, but I'm just giving that as an example. Like, or the same thing where bro. No, I think that's what you could chop up as a like.
Okay.
What is world class, and where I lead to that is this whole goals and assists and this GA thing about like this pre-assist and all of this nonsense. When we think about like Ronaldinho, have you ever, any of you, gone back and checked the sort of like his passing stats? Have you checked his any of that? We don't do that with Ronaldinho. We don't do that with R9. So why are we doing it now with like all of these? But like we just got to look at face value. So I want to know you man's top 10 Kopish all time. I mean, we're not going to include Pele and Maradona. I just want to know our generation's top 10 top players, because I know Baggio has got to be in there. And another thing, just because before I leave, I think Neuer's in there as well, because we talk about it, and even Alisson, we talk about goalkeepers now playing with their feet. They're better than Robbie Savage. They're better than man like that. Another thing, let's say last season, Thiago got 1 goal. My man Alisson got 1 goal too. So what we saying? I don't want to hear no yet. I think if we chop it up, when you lot get into it, you're gonna realize there's a lot of man that you man are missing out on this top 10 list, and it's crazy. So that's my questions, and I'm listen, Liverpool tomorrow.
You, bro.
I've seen,
bless, bro.
I don't want no mess ups, man. No cock ups. Let's go. Let's go.
For real.
Let's go. No,
Definitely,
big
bro,
up, bro. Big up.
Have a blessed weekend, brother. Have a blessed one, man.
Big up, G. Big up.
Take care, bro.
By the way, apologies for eating M&Ms on camera. I need a sugar kick. I am draining right now, people.
So what was my question?
Your question was, what is your rating for Thiago's Liverpool career thus far?
All right, for me, Goodinley has a point. I know the injury to Thiago was unfortunate from Richarlison, but he has picked up a couple of knocks here or there. He's not as injured as Naby Keita, but he has picked up his fair share of injuries where it's like, bro, like, what's going on? But we kind of slightly knew that from Bayern. Me personally, I'd say he's been a 7. The reason I'm giving him a 7 is because I feel like 6 is a little bit too low, and he's had some very, very good games for us. But I can't give him higher than that because when we think about the Thiago from Bayern, he hasn't been that. We have to be honest, he hasn't. So I would say give him a 7 because he's been slightly below par in certain games, but then he's been above the level or at the level where we know he can be. So I'll give him a 7 personally for me.
Fair dues. And yeah, you know what, Goonali, that world-class show, I think we'll definitely do that.
100%, we need to do that. 100%.
Great show. All
right. I think he wanted us to chop it up now, but if you want to make it a show...
No, he said to do it as an own show.
As his own show, innit? Yeah.
Fair dues. We couldn't do that in a minute.
I just want to say quickly, guys, see, like, the big up for Tuchel. Don't get me wrong, I don't think Tuchel's a bad manager. Like, I'm not going to go that far. But he's overhyped, guys. Now, I'm going to be real. Now, he tried to follow Klopp to Dortmund. He didn't even do a slight on what Klopp did while Klopp was Dortmund manager. He went PSG. PSG might be a bit of a poison chalice. I give him a little bit of a blind there. There's been some real top managers go there, and something just always seems to be a bit wrong at PSG. But Tuchel didn't quite do what he was supposed to do there either. And I'll say any competent manager can walk into an £800 million squad and perform. And again, I'm not trying to take anything away from him, but any competent manager can walk into a squad that's worth 800 million and do well. So I'm not trying to be shady, but calm down on the Tuchel is the best manager ever kind of hype. Dimitri won a Champions League. Let that sink in for a little while.
Fair point.
I hate it.
Sound of 75. Can you hear us?
Am I audible?
Yes, we hear you, bro. How you doing,
bro?
All good. I hope you guys are good as well.
Yeah, is this the first time you've called in?
Definitely, yeah. I've been waiting
welcome to the show, man. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. So I have a few unpopular opinions and one question.
Go for it,
I'll first start with the unpopular opinion. The first one, I know the Messi versus Ronaldo argument gets a bit tedious, but for me, I think that Messi is actually the better goal scorer. People like using the Ronaldo argument and say he scores goals and whatnot, but then in terms of goal ratio, Messi has a better goal to game ratio than Ronaldo. So doesn't that mean that he's the better goal scorer because he needs less chances to score goals, and he scored more goals in less time as well? So I think that for me needs to be put to bed. And the second one, this is going to upset quite a few people. Haaland over Mbappe. For me, I think Mbappe is really good, and I think he should probably leave the French league because I do think he'll kind of stale out there. Maybe if he goes to Real Madrid, I think that's where he's touted to go next. But for me, Haaland is just, if you just look at the amount of goals this guy is scoring right now, it's obscene. For his age as well, it's like he's got 68 goals in 65 appearances or something like that. It's like crazy. It's like nothing we've ever seen before. And for my question is, why do you guys think that every manager that underperforms, Klopp is used as a yardstick to compare? Like, it took Klopp 4 years to do this. Like, if you've seen with Arteta, Oli, like, they're all underperforming, but everyone just seems to use Klopp as that yardstick to compare as to why their managers are underperforming. And I really don't know why, because Klopp has done way more than these guys even before coming to the Prem, and Klopp didn't have the same investments as them as well. So why does everyone seem to do that all the time? I don't know why. It needs to stop for me.
I'm gonna enjoy answering this one, bro. I'm gonna enjoy answering this one.
For first call, that was brilliant, bro.
That was brilliant, man.
Thank
Big
you.
up yourself, bro.
Big up,
man.
guys.
Thanks for calling, man.
Peace.
Love the avatar as well.
Yeah, Boondocks
Always.
all day.
Yeah, I love the avatar as
Cheers,
well, man.
guys.
Shout out the Boondocks, man.
Yeah, take it easy,
big
bro.
up, bro. Are we saying, Cal, should we chop up that question first then? Because I think, to be fair, he made some statements and then just had one question, really, innit?
I'll be honest, the statements, I know he said they were unpopular statements. To me, they're both correct.
Messi over Ronaldo, Haaland over Mbappe. I won't argue it.
For me, I don't think Sound of 75 was saying anything silly there. Or like, in my opinion, they're pretty popular, or they should be.
I think Mbappe's a more naturally gifted footballer than Haaland, but if you're talking about effectiveness, I won't argue that Haaland's more effective.
Why is Klopp the yardstick? I'll keep my answer simple before you do yours. Because he's the best. You know what I'm going to use as a comparison? People use David De Gea as the yardstick for Karius when we bought him, and Karius wasn't doing very well in his first season. And everyone kept on saying, yeah, well, remember David De Gea came into the league and didn't do much, and look at him now. Why? Because at the time, David De Gea was the best. That's why Klopp's being used as the yardstick, because he's the best, and they aspire to have a Jurgen Klopp at their club.
I tell you why, bro. You're right, 100%. But we're looked at as like that underdog team because we went for a patch where we weren't performing the way we should be. And all these idiot boys seem to think they're on our level. These Arsenals and these Tottenhams and these man there, they think they're on our level. So when they're not playing well and they're not performing well, they go, wow, well, look at Liverpool in the early 2000s. Look at Liverpool before Klopp when they were kind of like in that mediocrity kind of, you know what I mean? And then they're like, oh, when Klopp came in and he turned it all around. It's just like, are you really comparing yourselves to us? Are you really? Is that what you want to do? Is that what we're going to do here? We're going to compare ourselves. And I got one saying, Biggie said it best. Because they're all player, haters.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Turn your hair around. They're just player hating, bro. It's what it is, bro. How dare you compare yourself to the GOAT that is Klopp? What? You want to make comparisons? You want to come in and start talking to me about people like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Arteta and Tuchel and put them on the level of a Klopp? Like, you disrespectful bastards. What are you doing? It's not the same. Yeah, it's not the same. There's levels to this shit. You know what I mean? There's levels. And you know what? Liverpool, because of who we are, we're the yardstick for everything. Everything. Anybody who comes through. How many times have you heard a Reece James comparison to Trent? Shut your damn mouth. What are you talking about?
Shaw and Robbo.
Shaw and Robertson. What are you doing? Shut your damn mouth. They all want the new Van Dijk. Yeah. You can't have the new Van Dijk, bruv, because there's only one fucking Van Dijk. Go sit down. What are you talking about?
Everyone's comparing to Salah, Mane.
Salah's getting in the conversation with the Ronaldos and the Kanes and the Lukakus. He ain't even a fucking striker. What are you all talking about?
Fabinho.
Listen, what are we doing? What are the rules here, Cal? What are the rules here to all this dumb shit? We're just the best. We're the envy of everything. We are who we are. Check the tapes. I've got receipts. I think we've got the most trophies in English football. I think we've won the most European titles in English football.
Facts.
With this shit. And you know what? We gave y'all a fucking 30-year blight, and we're still the fucking best. What are you saying? What are you 30 fucking years we gave all y'all to catch the fuck up, and we're still the best. When I go sit down, man. When I go. Let me start it, bro. Where's the next caller, bro? Fuck you, no.
So true. It's so true. Oh boy. Next caller, Eddie. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you, bro. How you doing, man?
Big up, bro.
Yeah, I'm blessed, man. How you look?
Yeah, man.
Brother. We're good, man. We're good.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was gonna say the argument a lot of people make to sort of say Hazard is a better footballer than Salah is sort of like the eye test, or he's technically better, he looks a lot better doing it, or like he's more of a footballer sort of thing. It's not an argument I necessarily agree with, because I take Salah 10 times out of 10. But I was sitting thinking about it. If you use that same argument and you compare Tsimikas and Robertson, then you'd have to say Tsimikas is a better footballer than Robertson. Like, if I'm just gonna look at it, eye test. I know that no one really wants to say it, but if you look at it and compare them, like technically, who's the better footballer? It's probably Tsimikas. But what I think Robertson gives you over Tsimikas is like the heart, desire, energy. And I'm not playing down the technical ability. Obviously, he's a good technical footballer, but it's mainly energy, the guts, like blood and thunder, that sort of thing. Because technically, I don't think, like I said, I think Tsimikas is slightly better than him, and it's not me downplaying Robertson. So I was just thinking, is Robertson? I don't think he's in trouble, because I think Klopp has his favourites. Like, he's very loyal to his favourite players. But another manager might actually say, right, you know what? In the attack, in the games where we're going to be on top, then I'd rather play Tsimikas. If we're not going to be back to the wall, because that's the other thing actually. Robertson is probably slightly better at defending as well, from what we've seen. So yeah, another manager might just say, right, in the games where we're going to be on top, 60% possession, I might just go for Tsimikas, because he gives us. I think he's got a better cross. He's probably got a better pass, better technique. Like, when I look at Robertson, I don't look at him and think, right, your technique is amazing. I think he's solid, like standard Premier League technical ability. But like I said, I think he has other attributes that make him the player that he is. And obviously, Robertson's done amazing for us. He's a fantastic player. So if he stays as our first 11 left, he's the best left back in the world, if we're being honest. But I think Tsimikas is quite close. That's just the point. Like, what do you guys think about that? That's the point I was trying to make.
We're gonna chop that up, brother. I don't think you said anything crazy there. I'm gonna give you my opinion on it, but I don't think you said anything crazy there at all.
Yeah, never do I, man. Big up yourself as always, brother.
Yeah, big up, man.
Always a pleasure, bro.
Big up, man.
All right,
big up, man. Cal, obviously, you know, you and me have had a lot of conversations on and off camera about this, and you know, right now, I'm in love with the Simi. Like, he's doing bits, man, and this is what we want. We want the competition. We want two of arguably the best. I know we're gonna get carried away here. You can clip me up on this, because I'm gonna get a bit silly, because Tsimikas has only really performed this season, so you know, I mean, it is a little bit reactionary. But right now, I think we've got two of the best 4 or 5 left backs in the league at our team. It just is what it is, and this is what we need to be the best.
So this is what I was going to say. Any made a statement there that will sit with me forever. Should Robbo be worried? Yes. I want every single player in our squad, in the nicest way, to be worried about their position in the team. Because if they're worried, it means we've got absolute class running through the squad. Robbo is sitting there right now for the first time in his Liverpool career saying, I've got to drop 8s, 9s, and 10s, or else there's a man sitting there waiting to come in and take my place for the betterment of Liverpool Football Club. I love it. I love it. We've got the best left back in the world, and he's being challenged. I absolutely love it. And what's more fun about it
100%.
is now you may even get an even better Robbo, because he will get rest now. So you see those Premier League games and the Champions League games where Robbo was having to play every game, because if Milner wasn't there, no one else could play there. Now Tsimikas is saying, all right, well, I'm going to play this game. I'm going to drop an 8 out of 10 performance. Robbo, what are you saying for your Premier League game? Because if you flop in your game, then Klopp can come to me and I can do a bit. Or if you're going to keep your place because you just dropped a 9, you're going to have to drop another 9 to keep me out of the team. I absolutely love it, and it's what I've been screaming about for the longest time. I know it's physically impossible to have 22 players who are all world class. It's impossible. No team in world football has done it. No team in world football ever has done it. But to get as close as possible is a beautiful feeling. And the fact, and you Drift, I've got to credit you for this. You said the other day, we've got the best defensive combinations in Europe. Not necessarily the best individual players, but overall, we've got the best defense in Europe when it comes to squad of defenders. I can't disagree with it, because Tsimikas as a backup for Robbo is bloody amazing. Ibu and Gomez as backups for Matip and Virgil is bloody amazing. Like
100%.
this is what we want. If we got a right back version of Tsimikas, we're sitting here laughing our asses off. We're laughing. Because for as much as Man United will sit there and say, yeah, we got Wan-Bissaka and Dalot, fair enough, but Wan-Bissaka's not touching Trent. So we can shut that argument down. Chelsea can go, oh, we've got Azpilicueta and we've got Reece James. You play three at the back because your fullbacks can't go forward without leaving holes in the back.
Plus, Azpilicueta, as much of a legend as he is, he's way past his best now.
He's way past his best. Man City are the only ones that can talk to us when it comes to depth in defence. And I'll be real with you, Ake ain't talking to Gomez. He's not talking to Gomez. Diaz ain't talking to Virgil, and Laporte ain't talking to Matip, in my opinion. So again, it is what it is. Like
I tell you what as well, Cal. I tell you what as well. Let's stop acting like players want to only play and not think about the team, because that's an assumption. I mean, I know a lot of players do want to play, but that is an assumption. What if Robbo is also now thinking to himself, this is fucking amazing? So what are you saying? If I am knackered, or if I'm not feeling at my best, I can take some time out and Simi can cover. This is wonderful. Because who's to say that Robbo ain't been playing and underperforming, knowing there was no one to play in his position? But now he might be relieved almost. It isn't always, you can't say that all players always look at like, me, like I want to play. Some players might look at it and think, right, it's kind of cool to not have the responsibility that everything is just on me to cover left back. Do you get what I mean? And now he might be thinking, this is amazing. Because we all know Barcelona semi-final, when we won the Champions League that year, when we played Barcelona, when he got kicked out of the game by that pussy, we were all thinking, fuck, what's going to happen? And don't get me wrong, James Blood Clark Milner stepped in and does what he does. But in that moment in the change room, bet your bottom dollar, Robbo was trying to find a way to play on, knowing he's fucking up the team because he can't go back out again. Now, he'll just tag Simi in, bro. He'll just be like, yo, bro, go do your thing, big man.
Yeah.
That's what we need in the team.
What we want. And again, it doesn't have to be 60, 70 million pound players. Tsimikas was what, 10 mil? Scouts, do your thing.
11, I think it was, yeah, bro. Like,
Scouts, do your thing. We're good. Because your track record is bloody amazing. So, Scouts, you continue doing your thing and we're good. We are more than good. Next caller. A long time brother. Man like Rams in the building.
Yo, what's up, guys? What's up? Big up.
What's going on, G?
All right. Drifter, you got me hyped, man. Drifter, you got me hyped with your, what's it called, monologue about Jurgen Klopp, man. Bro, big up. I needed that.
All I manager, bro. That's our manager right there, bro.
Exactly. All I have to say about Thomas Tuchel, where's your Bundesliga title, my boy? Where is it? Klopp had to do it against Prime Neuer, Prime Lahm, Prime Ribery, Prime Robin, Prime Schweinsteiger. Shall I go on?
Prime Heinkes, bro.
Prime Heinkes. Prime Mario Gomez, the best complete striker in the world at that time.
Tell him again.
Prime Boateng.
Put some respect on my guy. And people will say, oh, but Dortmund didn't have a team. My Klopp made that team.
Exactly.
Klopp made Lewandowski, made Götze, made Kagawa, made
Blazkowski. All them man there.
The only place that he didn't make was freaking Weidenfeller, but he was already a great goalkeeper. Hummels. Man.
Come on.
That team was fire, bro. But that's by the by. Let's go on with the question. First thing, yeah. Barcelona are in the mud. We have to say it again. Barcelona are in the mud. Ter Stegen's bailing them out left, right, and center. And I smell a lot of rats in that club. And we try. And I implore Liverpool football, please just try and get Frankie. Because I think we can get him at a cut price deal. I really think we can. Because I don't think they're gonna make Europe, bro. I really don't.
Bro. There's quite a lot of La Liga people thinking they might still win the league, you know, right?
Nah, because they drew against Cadiz and they scored a last-minute winner against Granada. No, last-minute equalizer against Granada. And Ter Stegen's been saving their asses, man. Like, it looks really, really bad for Barcelona. And then what you guys are saying about, what's it called? Backups. 100%. We don't need to go and get, what's it called? 80 million pounds. We don't need to spend that much, but we need to find the right players. And even if it's like 15, 20 million pounds for a player, then at least do your due diligence. And Liverpool's shown in the past. Like, I know everyone would love to get Haaland, but if we do our due diligence, we can get around the transfer fee and get someone who's not there yet, but has the potential to go and do the levels that Haaland is doing under Jurgen Klopp. So that's all I'm saying. We need to spend our money. But my question to you guys, I brought some fire from the last call-in that I called. So this one's going to be a lot more fire. You're aware of Athletic Bilbao's philosophy.
Yeah,
the Basque players, only Basque play. I've got two questions for you. I'll give it to Drifty. Yeah, is their philosophy a double-edged sword, and should it be lauded or should it be criticized? And for Callum, if a manager goes there and wins the league, should they automatically be called world class because of
as it goes to Athletic Bilbao?
Yeah, and wins the league with them. And just to make a little insight into it, the players that come out of Bilbao and this is off the top of my head, are Unai Simon, Xabi Alonso, Inigo Martinez, Oyarzabal, Adjurri, Javi Martinez, Azpilicueta. They've got talent. Basque are known to produce talented boys. So
Ikamunain as well.
Will Llorente not come in there as well?
Yeah, Llorente was there as well. They've produced some great players, man. So
obviously, like off the timer, just because I need a little bit of context, because I'll be honest, I don't know too much about the politics behind the philosophy. What was it that made Bilbao go down the Basque? Is there some kind of political? What was it that made them actually stick to that philosophy? Do you know, bro?
I think back in the day, they used to be very successful as a club. They used to win a lot of La Liga titles, and it's sort of their heritage. They were like, let's do, because Basque is a bit similar to Catalonia. They've always they haven't been really politically up there with Catalonia in terms of the public, the news, the media outlets that are there, but they've always been like that's why it's all called Basque country. People call it Basque country because it's own separate nation. But that's been the heritage. I think Sociedad is also from the same region. They used to have that same model, but they went away from it because it was impossible to challenge. But Athletic Bilbao is just like, this is our heritage. We like to keep it. It's like Liverpool with "You Never Walk Alone." Is Shankly did that. It's our heritage. So Bilbao did the same with the Basque players in their region. Yeah.
Okay, we'll chop that up now, man. Big up, man. I like that. Getting deeper than normal. I like that.
Yeah, for sure.
What I'll try and do as well is I'll try and liken it to if England tried to do that, who would be the team you can kind of think would run? Yeah, I like that. All right, we'll chop this up. We'll chop this up.
All right. Big up,
man. Big up as always, bro.
Bless you, brother. Sick questions. Drift, do you want to do your question first?
Yeah. It's definitely a double-edged sword because I completely respect it 100%, like without a shadow of a doubt. If you're going to stick to your guns in that way, and remember, this isn't like as you said, it's like a tradition. It's not color related or whatever. Like I've seen black players play for Bilbao that are Basque. Like it's not a color thing. It's more like a tradition, and you have to respect it. You do. The double-edged sword, as he said, it means you can never truly be on a level because you can't just dip in now and again. If there's a player you need to bring in, that's this and that. Like we love the transfer market. Imagine being a Bilbao fan. You know that there's barely a pool to pick from that don't already play for your academy or whatever. So I do respect it, but I think it is holding them back. I do. At the same time, you know what I mean? And I think about like English footballers, and I know London has caught up quite a lot maybe in the last decade or so, but if you go back to like the 70s, the 80s and the 90s, especially like in the Northeast, they was always providing the best ballers.
Yeah, they dominate.
Always providing the best ballers. So with England, if we did that in England, it's like you can only play for Liverpool if you're Scouse, you can only play for Newcastle if you're Geordie or from the Northeast or whatever like that. We did like that. I think London clubs might be in a little bit of bother. Maybe they would have caught up a bit now, But I
You
think
say
you
that
would have seen.
Chelsea are producing some absolute.
Yeah,
ballers.
yeah. The new breed is different now, isn't it? The new breed is different. But like in our lifetime of growing up, of like people in their 30s or whatever, and knowing what football used to be like, I think the likes of your Newcastles and your Liverpools and that would have dominated if it was like, you know what I mean? Like you think of your Gascoignes and your Hoddles and your. Like, them, you know what I mean? Like if you think about the best ballers, they're always from the northeast. They kind of were, you know what I mean? Like before the millennium and that, you know what I mean? So it's like trying to think about, you know what I mean, those type of things if we was to do it in England, so to speak. But I got to big them up, man. I don't know if Bilbao's been relegated. I don't know enough about it, but I bloody know in my lifetime they've pretty much been in La Liga for the majority of the time, and this club can't get anybody who's not from that region. That's sensational for them to have done what they're doing. If you really think about it, that's amazing.
Yeah. To answer Ram's question, for me, would a manager be world class who went to Bilbao and won the league? Always context, but on the face of it, you'd have to throw them in the argument, because to work with a limited pool of resources and then do it and overhaul your likes of Real Madrids and Barcelonas, you got to commend that. And as Yassin has just said, they've never been relegated. And Christopher,
that's sensational. They've never been relegated, and they only have Basque players. That is sensational.
Are a special breed. Basque players only. They are serious. If you go there and win the league, you are world class. I don't care what anyone says. There's over the last 10 to 15 years, or how many years it's been Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico. No, and obviously and Valencia, obviously, well, to go back to Benitez era, but other than them 4 teams, no one else has won it 4 times. If you win it with Bilbao, you will be seen as a legend. Let's not get it.
And shout out to the way their man there turned over Man United.
You remember that?
Europa. Llorente done them, man, dirty, bro. What's I saying?
Man. No, they moved them up.
Yeah, you got to give a shout out to Sevilla as well. True point from Guy. Matt, you know what you're saying about team. Sevilla's been badding up Europa League, so you got to give them a shout as in one of the big boy Spanish clubs as well.
Yeah, that's true. Even Sevilla, I'm saying, if you can win it with like a Sevilla.
Man, them know about Deportivo back in the day.
Deportivo.
Valorant in there, man.
Valorant.
What? No. Who's their No, there's a 6.
Jalminho. Is it
No. Roy Mackay. If you know about Roy Mackay, talk me about football, bro. Roy Mackay, you know. Jeez.
Do you remember that Milan Deportivo mad Champions League game?
Yeah.
It was like 5-4 on aggregate or something mad like that.
5-0, I think, or something. Like
it was
4-0. They beat them 4-0 on the night, and because they lost the first leg 4-1, innit?
Hey, Tristan. I remember Tristan, bro. He was still.
Levels, bro.
Hey, Deportivo were big back in the day still. Jalminho and that, They were big
the
still.
Brazilian. Oh, he was on.
So SS has asked me to read this out in the Island Dutch. If you know this tune, you should know this tune. Yeah. I don't think I can do it in Island Dutch. I think I can do it.
That's hard.
Yeah, I can do it in normal Dutch. I can't do it in Island Dutch.
Yeah, that's a hard one to do in the Island Dutch.
Simmy, yeah. Give me the mic so Simmy can take it away. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw.
Big up. Wu-Tang up here. Big up.
Bro. Oh, man.
That is a legendary song. Couple super chats before we get the last 3 or 4 callers in. Shaka A says, you don't know ball if you're rating Thiago on stats. I don't think Gunnar Lee was rating him on stats. He was just giving a bit of context. Gunnar Lee knows his football.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Liverpool Lee. Sorry. Liverpool Lee knows his football. Sorry, Liverpool Lee. Lee's going to come for me for that. Sorry. Thelston said, gents, I may have been late, but what are your takes on... I don't know. Of Solskjaer sorts of a lack of penalty kicks for United, blaming Klopp, the audacity. I think
we spoke about that a little earlier, bro. Yeah, he's crying like a baby.
You see them over there?
Bloody, we ain't even getting any penalties anymore because Klopp was over there and he's talking about we're getting penalties. And what am I going to do with my Bruno, my stat padder? He's not going to get the penalties. And what am I going to do? You know what I mean? Oh, Solskjaer, get in the bin, man.
Get in the bin.
Meaty manager, you know. Meaty. He's not even meaty. He's below
not
meaty.
even meaty.
Not even meaty, fam.
You know what he is? He's a sandwich with no filler.
No butter.
No, he's got butter on it, but that's all you're tasting, Cal.
No, it's
no filler, bro.
No, it's got
hard
no
butter.
butter.
Then. It's the butter that tears up.
You know,
bread.
no. Here's what Solskjaer is. He's a lettuce sandwich. Not even a vegan would eat a lettuce sandwich.
And it's on hard bread as well. The bread's stale. The whole thing tastes like bread back.
Nah, it's just two set of bread back, no butter, no lettuce, no nothing. Just two set of bread back. Just two set of bread back.
Bread back with no butter is a madness. Oh my
You
days.
might as well just go park and just build up some dirt, fam.
Bro, that's duck food, bro. Real
Yeah,
talk,
the birds
bro.
don't even. The birds were.
Yeah, bro.
The birds will actually say, well,
You should be arrested for dashing the duck back bread, bro. You choked the poor thing to death, bro.
No, the ducks ain't even on it still. For real. You're not even on it.
Next caller. Breezy D.
Hi guys, hope you guys are doing well. Can you hear me?
Good. We hear you,
Yeah,
bro.
big
How
up,
you doing?
man.
What's going on, bro?
Man. Great show.
Is this your
Good, man.
first
All the way
time
from
calling
South
in? Sorry to
Africa.
cut you.
Yeah, it's my first time.
Oh, bless you, bro. Welcome to the show, man.
Cool.
So,
man.
did you say you're calling in all the way from Africa, bro? Did you say?
South Africa.
South Africa.
Oh, South Africa.
Big up,
bro.
man.
Welcome
Big
to
up,
the
man.
party,
Big up.
bro. Welcome to the
I just want to
party.
say you guys have to do a road show. Please come to South Africa. You have a massive following over here. We'd love to have you guys.
Love, man. I'd love to do that,
That
bro.
would be amazing, bro.
That would be amazing for real.
I just want to shout out to Callum. I told my wife if we're expecting a son or a girl, I'm gonna call her AJ. I'm gonna call him or her AJ. And my wife was like, "Wow, that's amazing. What does it mean?" I'm like, "Well, it's short for apple juice." Yeah, that was a short-lived conversation.
You gotta love that. Still, you gotta love that.
That's quality. That's quality. That's quality, bro.
Yeah, that didn't last very long.
Bless you, bro.
I've got three questions for you guys, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Well, I'll first start with Matt. I believe, this team, that the Liverpool team, I believe that we are obviously in the prime, the guys in the prime of their careers. And for me, I'd love for them to do a treble. So my question to you is, what is a successful season? What is a successful season for you? Okay. And for Cal, my question to you is, if you could pick any other club's model of running the club, what would it be? Personally, I hate Chelsea with a passion, and Man City, but you can't deny that their model has brought them in silverware. And so that's my question to you. And then Drifty, are you FSG in or out? That's it, guys.
I
big up yourself, bro.
Breezy, absolute pleasure meeting you, man. And yeah, please call in again.
Definitely. That thing there, you know, man said AJ legendary. Apple juice. Breezy, like you're probably already a legend on the show, bro. Trust me.
Thank you, Breezy, bro. You still there, Breezy?
Yeah, I am, man.
Yeah, no, bless you, man. We're gonna chop up those questions for you now, yeah.
Cool, man.
All right, take
big
care.
Up,
take
man.
care,
big bro. Up. I'll go first because it's real easy, real quick for me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you know what? I respect what they've done for the things they've done well. I'm not always going to be full shade. It's always about putting context to everything. I'm just really upset with the fact that they don't show us any love. So the only reason I'm FSG out is because they did all that Super League madness. They tried to trademark the Liverpool name. They do all of that stuff, but they don't have any respect for us, I don't feel, as fans. Even if they did all that stuff, but they respected us as fans, I probably would still go a bit easier on them. But I just don't think they have any respect for us as fans. They don't realize the institution they are in charge of. We're not a football club. We are a family. And I don't think they understand that. And if you're the head of the family and you don't run the family properly, you're going to cause arguments. You're going to cause problems. And what do we do a lot, guys? We argue amongst ourselves. That shit wouldn't happen if our owners were running things properly and doing things the way they were supposed to be doing it. So for that reason, that is why I'm FSG out. Plus, them not spend no money now.
Matt, do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
No, guys, my one's kind of easy. Like, what's successful in it? So
yeah,
I'll go next. Yeah. For me, what's successful will be. It's not just getting top 4. I don't think that's enough. I don't think even being runners up is not enough. Third is not enough. I think it's winning a major trophy. So when I say a major trophy, I'm talking about a Premier League and a Champions League. Dare I say it, an FA Cup and finishing second or third. Would I say that as successful? Maybe so. When you look at like context and look at how the season went, but a trophy has to be involved. We're a Liverpool Football Club. If we don't win a trophy in a season, you can't really consider that successful. And I know context is everything because we could have an injury crisis like last year, but I'm just going to base it on right now we don't. So I want to see a major trophy.
Fair enough. Club's model. This is a really tough one. In terms of overall, you may have to go with Chelsea because they're able to actually sell players at a good value as well. Whereas I don't think Man City have really shown they can do that. They've shown they can buy players, but haven't really shown they can sell them. Leicester's another good one. They're able to buy players almost like what you were saying earlier, Matt, cutting out the middleman. So you look at your likes of Mahrez, Tielemans, Kante, Ndidi, Vardy, Barnes. Like they brought a lot of players and made them into very, very good players. Soyuncu, another one. Pereira, right back.
You forgot about the main man in midfield, bro. Arsenal winning, bro.
Madison, bro. Like Maguire, they brought Maguire and sold him for big money. So again, Leicester have a great model as well. I just think in terms of sustaining, and again, I look at this with Klopp being at the helm. I'd probably have to go Chelsea. And I know people will straight away say, well, they kind of wash money through sport. I'm just looking at the model. I'm not looking at how the money comes in and out. I'm looking at the footballing model. And Chelsea, for me, if we were to do what Chelsea did and Klopp was to have those resources, I think we win a lot.
Cal, the only thing I'll say, and obviously that's your opinion, I'm not trying to think, but they buy their managers though, bro, which is still part of their philosophy.
Okay, that's a good point. But would you buy Klopp though, considering what he can do?
I think their owner is so reckless, he would.
They've never had a Klopp though.
I reckon if Klopp had that, and I said it at the time, if Klopp had that mid-madness where he lost 6 home games in a row when he was Chelsea boss, Chelsea would have sacked him, I reckon.
You might be right.
Because they move differently, bro.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
That is a good point. That is a good. If that's the, here's the thing though, they still won though, innit?
But here's the thing with Chelsea. One thing I don't like about one thing I don't like.
But you don't know if you're coming or you're going if you're a Chelsea.
But here's the thing though with Chelsea, they might not like. In a weird way, they might not even like their model because they don't get stability in the sense of they don't get to kind of lord over their manager for so long. They don't get to lord over their players for so long. Everything is very fast moving. But here's the thing, though, Drift. They win trophies. So even if they change their manager every year and they change a lot of their main playing stuff, bruv, when you look at Chelsea's resume, I hate to say they still win trophies and major trophies. And it's mad. They are an anomaly. You have to be honest. They are an anomaly.
But here's the thing as well. So Jayden 01, it was like, Abramovich would have sat Klopp in that bad run. And we know says if Klopp was in Chelsea, he wouldn't have survived 3 trophyless seasons.
That's very true.
So, but I get both of those. But here's where I flip it on you guys. To Jayden, Klopp wouldn't have probably gone in that bad run because Chelsea would have had the resources to not allow him to get in that situation. In the same way, Abramovich gives every manager resources not to go on a 3-year hiatus of winning trophies. Like you've just seen Tuchel win the Champions League, and Tuchel's just said, "Well, I need a bad boy striker." You got a bad boy striker. Klopp last season needed another centre back and had to go in with Fabinho.
Bro, let the people remind the people.
You're on the money, Cal, but this is the same guy or the same owner that sacked Ancelotti after doing a double.
That's very true.
the following season.
No,
That's
he
very
did.
true. That's very true. But let me.
The Abramovich of now is different from that Abramovich, I think.
Yes, I think he's evolved. Not evolved, but I think he's gotten a little bit more mature as well. I think in terms of how to run a football team. Let me
Maybe
remind
he's just getting senile.
No, but let me remind the people of the owners that we have, and this is not an FSG bashing thing. Bigger FSG, they are with Liverpool. It is what it is. Yeah. All right. Cool. I said that tongue in cheek. What it is. What it is.
But you know what I will say. Sorry, before you go into your point. Big up FSG on securing the rights to do the stadium expansion.
Yes, 100%.
Gotta give credit where it's due.
No, you have to give them credit.
Right,
you have to.
And that is a
100%.
massively good thing they've done there. So big them up for that.
No, definitely. And they deserve that as well. But here's why I'll bring it back to FSG full circle. When managers at Chelsea needed something, as you said, Cal, they kind of normally get what they want, unless they kind of feel like the manager hasn't got the experience or the know-how, so they don't give them the full whack. Like, let's be real. I kind of feel like, for whatever reason, Abramovich has gone, do you know what? You see Tuchel, he deserves it. Let me give him the bad boy striker. Our owners saw Jurgen Klopp win the Champions League and said, yo, big man, what do you want? Klopp probably went, Haaland, Mbappe. My man came out with Adrian from the park, Harvey Elliott, who was obviously a talent, and Seth Vandenberg. I'll leave it there. Still, if you think that's enough,
I hear that.
Owners, then,
but Abramovich is moving like Wesley Snipes in New Jack City, bro. You know what I mean? Got G-Man in the car park, all crying, pretending he gives a shit.
Brother, Abramovich is far from a saint, but one thing Abramovich does, though, we cannot deny, bro, he backs his manager to a degree, and he will give him something to work with.
Yeah, but it will also turn on him as quick as a dime, bro. So
that's very true, but trophies,
I mean,
bro. What do you want? Trophies or
big up to the legend that is Jamie Phillips rocking that Kopish t-shirt as well.
Kopish logo in the building.
How you doing, Jamie, brother?
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. So I've got something controversial to say. I believe Divock Origi should be the number 9 for Liverpool going forward.
All right, Jamie, I need you to look directly into the camera, and I'm going to ask you a question. Has Drifty got anything or any dirt on you? I need to look directly in the camera, please, Jamie.
Well, I haven't seen my daughter for a week, but
go on, bro.
The reason I say it is I don't like Jota as a number 9. He can't play with his back to goal, and it's ruining his game. When you see him the other day, he switched to the left-hand side for a little bit. He looked a totally different player, and that's where I like to see Jota. And to be fair to Origi, the last 2 games he has played leading the line, he's done an exceptional job. He holds up. We've got no one else in attack who can hold up the ball as well as Origi can. He gets defenders coming towards him, which opens up space. And if Firmino's not fit, whenever Firmino's not fit, I think Origi should start as number 9, and Jota as the impact player off the bench if he's not playing off the left-hand side for Mane in a game.
I've checked the tapes. I've looked in all the books. I've gone online quickly, and I only hear facts. I can't see anything other than facts at any moment of anything Jamie just said there.
Loving this right now.
Listen, I only hear facts, guys. I don't know. Like, there's gonna be some very, very pathetic rebuttals, if that, Jamie. Let's put it out there. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'll leave it for you lot to chop it out, because you already know what I think.
But before I go, I will say I will need my daughter back this week, like
I'll holler at you, bro. I'll holler.
Jamie, you're a legend, bro. Guys, go check
Jamie's
out
a
Jamie's
legend,
channel as
bro.
well. Jamie, what is your channel's name again? Jamie Phillips.
Jamie Phillips Football Chats.
Make sure you go check out that channel.
Make sure, definitely go subscribe to that, guys. 100%, man. 100%.
Cheers, guys.
Jamie,
Thank you very much.
Big up, bro.
Big up,
care,
man. Big up every time. Go and do your thing, boys. I'm not involved in this one.
No. Do you know what? Drift's got a point. He don't even need to speak. It's about me and you, Callum. Do you want to go first or?
I will go first.
Oh, you go first. Go.
All right. So what Jamie said, I agree with to a large extent, and the reason I agree with it is because I do think Jota struggles through the middle in what we need our number 9 to do. Not because of the lack of talent, but just the demand of what a number 9 is in a Liverpool system. I think Origi can do that slightly better, even though I think Jota is a better footballer. Again, I'm not gonna look in the camera lens when I say this. Right now, from the left-hand side, I would go Jota at the moment.
What over Mane?
On the left-hand side, I'd go Jota at the moment. Not over anyone, just I'd go Jota on the left-hand side at the moment.
Over Mane, yeah?
Man, stop stirring, bro.
I'm not stirring. I'm just saying, would you put...
Because I don't know who I'd play on the right at the moment.
You put Salah on the right, you would.
Yeah, man, it's such a stirring.
I'm not stirring. I'm just being honest. I'll be honest.
Such a stirrer, bro.
I'll be honest.
No, I would go Jota on the left at the moment until Mane recaptures his form.
Cal couldn't give me both. He couldn't give me both. He couldn't give me both.
I'm not looking in the lens, bro. I'm not looking in the lens.
He couldn't give me both.
Right, quick disclosure then, Cal. Say, obviously tomorrow we got Brentford. Who would you play tomorrow? Like front three. Like who do you think would? Who would you pick for your front three right now?
Based on form of the last couple of games,
yeah,
I would go Mane left and Origi through the middle.
Okay,
but
if you were to
let's leave it there, Cal. Let's leave it there. There's no need to say anything else. There's no need to say anything else. Just leave it there.
Over a larger sample size, I'd go Jota on the left at the moment, and either Firmino through the middle or Origi through the middle. I just think, for me, as much as we debate about Mane on his channel, I just think something's got to happen. I think there needs to be something where he can be taken out of the limelight a little bit, let him chill a little bit, and then get back into form. I don't buy the notion that he's finished. I think there will be a conversation to be had if him and Firmino don't get new contracts because of the way our system is set up in terms of recruitment, etc. I think one or both may end up leaving this coming summer. But that's a conversation for a different day. But I'd probably go. Put it this way: Jota and Mane have to battle for the left-hand side. There has to be in the same way Tsimikas and Robert have to battle, and whoever comes out on top comes out on top.
If you want the sample size of Mane and Origi in the same team, just go and look at the Merseyside derby.
I knew it was coming.
One game sample size, but we move.
Go on, mate. It's your time now.
All right, so Jamie was like he would rather pick Origi over Jota. All right, in terms of, but I get what Jamie's saying. All right, put context to what he already said. When it comes to the whole back to goal thing, I do feel like Origi is better than Jota, and the reason I say that in terms of what he does is because Origi's a natural striker, Jota isn't. The thing is, Jota's an amazing wide forward who's been shoehorned into the middle because he's very good.
I knew he's going to bring it up.
I knew he was as well. But because Jota's very good.
I was like, he's going to bring it up on the block.
I know. So it's 2 games, but we move. Sample size is 2 games, but we move.
I mean, if you call 2 games a sample size, and it was arguably the greatest game we've had under Klopp, it's a bit more than a sample size, isn't it? It's a bit, just a little bit more than a sample size.
But the key word is sample.
Could you not have just said, yeah, Matt? Just give me one win, man.
Well, I told you, man, when you started messing with Naby, I told you, man, I ain't laughing. That
was about 2 hours ago.
I don't forget. I don't forget. I'm one of them brothers. I don't forget, bro. Man's even changed top and that. Like, it's peak. Change top. I'm on it now. I'm joking. Now, all jokes aside, like, I have to agree with Jamie. If you're talking about going for the middle, I actually genuinely think Origi's better going for the middle than Jota. And people are going to be kind of shocked by what I'm saying, but I'm keeping it real. What Origi offers, like what Cal said, what we kind of want from our striker going down the middle, Origi does more of. The only thing is, though, is that Jota, for me, cannot really be involved in a game, but Jota is one of those players where he could get one chance and score because he's that type of player. And that's what kind of makes him different to kind of Firmino and Origi, because Origi can be involved in a game, kind of bully defenders, get involved, might not score, might get an assist. But Jota, going through the middle, cannot be involved in a game at all. And then out of nowhere, he scores. You're like, rah! We're all talking about it when the game's finished. Right? Do you remember when Jota lost the ball? Remember when Jota did X, 1, Z? You're like, he didn't even really get in the game and he scored. So all in all, personally, going down the middle, I'll say this right now, factually, no messing about. Origi's better for what we need going down the middle. It's just that Jota is probably a better finisher, or Jota doesn't need to be involved in a game to kind of like score a goal, whereas I feel like Origi does, maybe more so than not. That's one thing I will say. So I'm giving credit to Origi, fam. I'm giving credit to Origi.
Yeah. Vitu, can you hear us, Vitu?
You there, bro?
Vitu?
You're on mute, Vitu.
You there, bro?
Vitu,
you there, bro?
5 seconds, bro. We're gonna have to let you go.
Vitu, we're gonna play.
You know what? I'll say put him in the background and bring someone in, bro. He might not be at his camera just yet.
Yeah, for real.
Jamal.
All right, guys, are you good? Yeah.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, guys, I have to go somewhere quick, so I'm gonna be quick with this one, yeah. But first, I have to say the show, man, the watch-alongs. I wouldn't lie, that's the one for me this season, guys. I'm loving the watch-along.
Oh, bless, man.
Big up, man. Bless, bro.
Blessings, bro.
I love the passion, man. And you know, Carl, if Carl was playing, you know, he will always be interfering with the referee. This guy is always on the referee.
Bro,
always on the referee.
100%.
No, I am.
That is him.
That is like, if you ask any of my football teammates, that they always joke and say Callum's gonna have an argument with the ref today. The thing is, I always have an argument with the ref, but I'll always go and shake the ref's hand, providing
You're respectful with it, but what it is,
Callum's the type of guy that will rush you, but then he'll help you up and walk you to your car. The polite fog, you know them ones.
Yeah. So I have 3 questions for you guys. Matt, first I'm glad you come back in the show, bro, because these guys have brainwashed you in this Jude hype. Don't get me wrong, I love Bellingham, but I thought you was all in on the Ajax guy. I forget his name. I think it's Gravenberch. He's cold, you know.
He is.
And I think we can get him cheaper. I think too. I just want to know, in your opinion.
Who would I
in your opinion?
Who would I prefer?
Yeah, who would you prefer? Yeah.
Ooh, okay. All right. Good question.
Yeah, and then the next question from I'll give Jeffy this one. You know, I was watching a game with Curtis Jones in the unders, and this guy had so much flair, ability. The guy was even doing keepy uppies on the pitch. And I don't see it when he plays for Liverpool. And the thing is, I love Klopp, but do you think he is mashing up Jones' game too quickly? I mean, the kid is 20. You should let him express himself. I feel like he's so in love with the wingers these days. I mean, the fullbacks. He forgets what these guys can do in the middle. Because, guys, don't forget, old school Klopp. This guy used to play Kingawa, Kutsa, and Royce Gundogan in his midfield.
Heavy metal football.
Yeah, and even his early days in Liverpool. This guy played Emre Can as a 6, sometimes Coutinho and Lallana. And I don't know, like when we lose Coutinho, he wanted to buy Fekir, and like he just stopped trusting the midfield, man. He's in love with the fullbacks. So I just want to know, is Klopp letting Jones do the genie role too early? Because the kid is 20. Let him express his football, man. I think Jones has so much ability. And my last question is for you, Carl. is David Beckham. Now, the thing with David is, I rate him, right? Because as a Trinidad, I wouldn't like. Dwight York used to eat off his crosses. I wouldn't like. But is he a little bit overrated? Because I feel like the whole David Beckham brand, what makes him a little bit, because guys, come on. If this guy looked like Luka Modric, I don't think he would have get all that. Like, because what I'm trying to say, he was no. Yeah,
I know what you're saying, Jamal. No, I know exactly what you're saying.
I think he was the first big superstar, global superstar in football. I mean, like how he looks, girls are in love with him, guys. Let's be real. The girls love him.
Definitely the girl sugar, 100%.
Yeah. When it's outside of football, you know it's different, 100%.
So I just feel like his brand makes people remember him as a big superstar. But come on, guys, let's be real. He was kind of textbook. I know his crossing and his free kicks was serious, but as an overall footballer, I think if Beckham was not how he looks, I think he would have, people wouldn't talk about him like how they talk about him now. So yeah, man, that's my 3 question, guys. And big up, love the channel and the watch channel.
Love is always Jamal, man. The support's always
nice,
big,
love,
man.
Bro.
Big up, man.
Trust me, love. All
I like the questions tonight as well. Still.
Yeah. So peace, guys. Peace out. After run.
Bless you.
Yeah, man. Bless, man. Bless. Who wants to go first?
Can I go first?
Yeah, dear thing. You know what, Cal? He's gonna slew Beckham here. What?
No, bruv, I'm not, bruv. I'll be real.
Oh, you not?
No, no, don't spoil it. Let him.
I think Beckham's underrated.
Okay, maybe I had the wrong conversation with somebody else because I thought it was you I was arguing when I was trying to. Man, maybe it was Matt then. Still,
if Beckham wasn't a Man United player, bro, I'd be screaming about Beckham still.
Do your thing, bro.
Beckham's my type of player, bro. Like clutch moments, like he was able to have a brand but still ball out on the pitch, hard working. I wouldn't go as far as saying he was an amazing captain. I don't think he was an amazing captain, but he could produce mad moments. And it weren't just free kicks, it was mad goals or mad assists. Technique was flawless.
Long passing. Fake.
But he made passing fashionable.
No, I'm not going to lie. Beckham's passing.
Do you know how many people I used to go football with in school with growing up and they used to swing their left arm when they shot with their right foot?
Long passing.
Primary school man, them nearly broke their ankle trying to do that free kick technique.
Long passing, Beckham is top 3 selected. Easy. Long passing, Beckham is top 3 selected.
Bruv, Beckham was cold.
I agree about the brand part Jamal's saying though.
No, the brand made him even bigger.
Everybody knows that sex sells. Everybody knows sex sells. Being a good-looking man is definitely what made his brand what it was.
It's why Ronaldo's got a bigger brand than Messi. Like, let's be
agreed.
Because I always said the Redknaps were a better-looking couple than the Beckhams, but I think the Spice Girl thing is what helped the Beckhams. Because Redknaps a better-looking guy than Beckham. Pause. And I think Louise is better-looking than Victoria. So. Come on, man. Everybody knows Amari Hardwick would take your girl. You don't have to be that way to know, innit?
No, I hear that.
Beckham walks in my front room now, bruv. I ain't got a wife no more. It's as really
it is what it is, bruv. You don't need to be a certain way to know them thing there. Amari Hardwick starts talking to your girl and you got to move her from this vicinity immediately,
I've got a ghost. I've got to go.
Yeah, it is what it is, bruv. Like,
I'd say to him, I'd be like, are you going to be Omar? Are you going to be like James St. Patrick? Just treat her right, innit? Like,
that's how you're gonna be basic Patrick. You're gonna be gold shit.
Beck's levels, man. I rate Beckham high. I get why some people do say he's overrated because some people will go as far as say he's one of he's England's best ever player. So in that regard, he's overrated. But as an overall footballer, I think he's underrated.
I'll go next. Man, like, do you know what it is? I do kind of see the logic in what Jamal's saying with him winning the workhorseness. And I think we're kind of even seeing it now with Naby, which is showing that it is an actual deliberate tactic because, as Matt pointed out, when we were trying to shade Naby a little bit, but is he not doing what he did with Genie? And he definitely put a leash on Genie. And that's not to say there's a problem with it because Genie was sensational for us in the role that Klopp clearly saw he was capable of doing. But as we're now seeing with Naby as well, I think Klopp is doing it by design. So possibly he is putting a leash on Curtis. And with him being a young man who he is, what is he, 19, 20? Maybe he should let him off the leash a little bit. And Jamal's right, in the under-20s, Jones takes the piss out of people. Hat-tricks in the Champions League and all that. But at the same time, I would kind of say it's not just him. I think Jones is professional enough to know that when he comes in the first team, you don't do all the flip-flaps and all that shit. Just get the job done, innit?
Yeah.
Just get the job done. Do what you need to do. And then all of that other stuff can maybe come a little bit later when you're established and all that. Do you know what I mean? Leave the flair for the Salahs and the Manes. Them man who have been doing this for years. Just come in and get the job done and do what you do. Because we got a lot of techie ballers, in my opinion, that just make sure that they just get the job done, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? Even Fabinho's got spice, but he just does what he needs to do. He's not got to do all that other extra stuff. So I think it's both maturity and professionalism plus instruction from Klopp. I think it's a combination of the two.
Sorry, before you answer your question, Matt, can I say something, Drift? I get where you're coming from, but a few points. So you see with the Curtis thing, like obviously what he was doing in the under-23s was a madness. But do you not think that was because it was too easy for him that he was able to do those things to an extent?
Possibly.
And also, what I will
man
say
amongst boys, yeah.
Just to play different as well, though.
Yeah, and I know
what mean?
people say that Klopp kind of limits players, like especially like your flair players. But I think there's an argument to say I don't think he limits them. I think he makes them mindful of when to do it and when not to do it. I think the best of Firmino was when Firmino knew when to do it and it came off. But we've seen Naby pass the ball with his back and all those things. Like, if you weren't allowed to do that, like if Klopp weren't allowing him to do that, he wouldn't even have thought of doing that. I think Klopp doesn't mind players expressing themselves. He just doesn't want to see them expressing themselves in a silly way. Like, for example, when we played Tottenham last season and Jones played, but Jones was doing flicks in that game, but it was coming off and there was no issue with it. I think he gets annoyed when that's all a player starts doing. And I think that's why you're starting to see Firmino get phased out of the number 9 position a little bit more than he would have before, because Firmino started doing backflips on the edge of the box, on the edge of our box, and I'm like, bro, no. Like, that's how you give.
He can't help it though, bro. It's in his DNA, innit?
Yeah, well, bro, you got to iron out your DNA, bro. Because
it's what makes Bobby, innit?
I don't know, man. I don't know, Drew. I'll be honest, as a centre midfielder or centre back, if my striker came to the edge of our box and tried to flick and we conceded, we're having words at half time, bro.
I hear that, but Bobby strikes me as the type of guy who only wants to play football when he's enjoying it. And that's not to say he's not professional, because Bobby is super professional. But he reminds me of a Ronaldinho, where he needs a smile on his face. He's not one of them jobs worth guys who's just going to do it for the sake of doing it. He plays football. For me, Bobby would play football for free. Do you get what I mean? He's one of them players. He just loves the sport. And Bobby's the first one to congratulate anybody when they do well. I fucking love the guy. When it comes to teamwork, you could not ask for a better person to be your Robin. Your Robin, sorry, not Robin. That's that's that G who bends ones in the top left. But to be your Robin. If you're Batman and you need a Robin, you want Bobby. He is always about your success. He's never about personal gain. Ever. Yeah. He's always the first man to go and celebrate with the guy who scores the goal, even if he's got fuck all to do with the goal, because that's the type of man he is.
Yeah.
So I just feel like you have to let him do what he's doing, Cal, to play with that smile on his face. And as I said to you last season, the smile wasn't on his face, and it's clear something was wrong. It's clear something was wrong. I don't know if it was personal life, I don't know what it was, but last season for me, Firmino weren't playing with that smile. And when he ain't got that smile, you don't get the sauce. And without the sauce, he is, you know what I mean? He's just not quite himself. For me personally, anyway.
I'm not going to lie. Before the end of the show, I'm going to try and squeeze in something nice about Origi, because that Bobby was nice, man. I needed that. Matt, your time, bro. Your question was Jude or Gravenberch?
Listen, I rate both players. The one thing I'll say is I suppose we've been more exposed to Jude. And I think Jude has had some moments where, especially in Champions League, where it kind of, I don't know, man. All right, this is how I see it. Gravenberch for me is more of a like Wijnaldum. Jude for me, Oh, no, they're both. I don't know actually.
It's Gerrard, brother. You mad?
No, it's not Gerrard, but he could be a Gerrard. I wouldn't say it's
But
Gerrard.
I think he's very Gerrard-esque in the way he plays.
Bro, there's been many players that Gerrard, bro, what Gerrard could do, people sleep on what he could do. I don't like it when people say things like Gerrard, bro. What Gerrard could do.
There'll never be another Gerrard.
No, but bro, there's people that think, but this is what I'm trying to say. Don't say it, bro, because there's people that will say to you right now, KDB be better than Gerrard. Like they will say
but
that
he's just
right
Gerrard-like.
No, there's no Gerrard like, fam. Just say
all right. For real. For real.
Just different. But I'll be honest with you though. Maybe Jude over Gravenberch. I think it's because what I want from my player is to give me that little bit more of an X factor. And I think with Gravenberch, as amazing as he is, he does remind me of a Wijnaldum because he's got everything. But when it comes to X factor, I don't see the same thing that maybe what Jude has. So yeah, maybe I give a slight edge to Jude for Liverpool if I want for Liverpool.
Sometimes I think there's a heavy tax that comes with playing in Eredivisie. And I don't mean that with any shade because you've got your Van Nistelrooys and your Genie Wijnaldums who come in and bat it up. But there seems to be some kind of Dutch tax when they come from that league that they don't quite look as great as they did when they were in that league.
Well, here's the thing, because Gravenberch is remember, Ice is like one of the godfathers of the schools of football. Like, so Gravenberch, the way how he plays the game is so reminiscent of like a Genie and very technical, bro. He's got everything in his locker. When you go look at Gravenberch, bro, I'm telling you, he is. Bro, Gravenberch is serious. Like
he's a good player. He's definitely a good player. 100%.
If I got one better, he's actually sick. He's just like he's playing for Ajax, but he's sick. If he goes to a top team and adapts, he'll be sick. But I think with Jude, because Jude obviously started in England, Jude is obviously good. He's technical as well. But I think Jude can give me that moment that maybe Gravenberch might not be able to do. And that's just me basing it off on what I've seen from their careers. Like when I saw when I saw Jude score in the Champions League, like, I don't know, man. It's tough, but I'll give a slight edge to Jude. A slight edge.
Fair dues. Vitu says, yo, lads, sorry about that. Tried calling earlier, but had bad connection. Should be good to get a question in now. But if you guys don't have time, no worries. Great show. Much love. Well, Vitu, bro, you are in.
Can you hear us, bro?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, man.
Yeah. What's going on, bro?
Hey, can't complain, man. It's Friday, man. Let me just put it that way.
It is what it is, dog. What's going on?
Exactly. Yeah, just gonna keep it very quick. So my question: let's rank these individual seasons from best to worst.
Okay.
2017-18, Mohamed Salah. 2013-14, Luis Suarez. 2008-2009, Fernando Torres. 2001-2002, Michael Owen. And I'm gonna leave it to you guys, man. Appreciate it.
V2 just came in and went. Oh shit!
All right, so just to confirm, 08-09 Torres.
Yeah.
13-14 Suarez.
There you go.
17-18 Salah. And what year for Michael Owen?
2001-2002. In my opinion, that was his best season for me. Yeah. I mean, but if you guys can think of a better season for Michael Owen, go ahead.
Oh, that's bloody tough.
Hold on.
Damn,
do you V2? Do you possibly mean 2000-2001 Owen rather than 2001-2002 Owen?
So, I started supporting Liverpool because of Michael Owen, man. I'm a young dude, so 2001-2002 was actually my first time watching him. To be honest.
Okay. Because I'd probably arguably say the treble season before that could possibly be seen.
Yeah, FA Cup and
could possibly see. So do you mind if we just make it 2000-2001 Owen instead?
Absolutely, I'll leave it to you guys, man.
Okay.
Appreciate you bringing me on the show, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
No, love as always, man. Big up, bro.
Man.
Likewise. Take care, guys.
You too, brother.
Peace.
Take care, bro. Love, bro.
I love them old school ones, you know. 2000-2001 Michael Owen. You lot know that was my Michael.
I'm going to read out this one super chat and then we're going to get because I don't even know where to start with this.
I don't even know.
Yeah, my G's blessed this Friday. 4 Guinness, 1 Dragon, and a vaccinated today. You man are officially legendary status. One love. Big up to you as always.
Big up, man. And if you're drinking Nigerian Guinness, you are touched right now, bro.
Shout out to Jamrock. Suarez 13-14 season is probably the best season I've ever seen.
All right, so let's put some context on this, because what I want to do, an individual season is not based on trophies, but I want to add the context that a trophy at the end of it can kind of hold weight.
If you contribute to that trophy.
For me...
Yeah. Of course, Cal, of course. So...
I'm not going to lie. Some people are going to hate you. I'm going to put bottom.
Here's where I'm going.
You're forgetting a key factor, though.
Okay. Let me say what I'm going to say. Hold on. Let me just say what I'm going to say. So, as sensational as 07-08 Torres was, as sensational as 13-14 Suarez was, and that was fucking sensational. And as sensational as 17-18 Salah was, which is the record-breaking, probably best we'll ever see. Michael Owen's 2000 to 2001 contribution heavily brought home a triple cup season, including games against Roma, away at Barcelona, FA Cup final against Arsenal. The list goes on. So I say, if we're talking about contribution to an end product, not just what happened in that season, I kind of can't help leaning on Michael Owen. At this point, if you don't want to change my mind, but let's do this.
All right, let me go next.
Sorry, Vitu said it was the 08-09 season for Torres, by the way. But if you want to, we could swap it to the 07-08.
08-09, if I'm not mistaken.
No, if you said 08-09, let's go with what Vitu said.
That's Torres' second season. That's his second season.
That was the Old Trafford season, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was. But it was also the season where he also missed a lot of it through injury.
Yeah, but he bodied that year. That was Champions League. He did well. I think Torres' first two seasons are equal anyway.
I'm going to be honest. Let me be real. I'm just going to say what
Torres
I
is
think.
on my list.
Yeah,
Is Torres top of your list, Cal? Yeah,
bottom. He's bottom of my list.
He's bottom. Especially
okay. Well, that hurt the way you said that's okay.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like what this man has done to our club and what he represents. I have to give that speech because
By the way, Danny, he said I could change it to 01.
Yeah. No, fair enough.
He did.
I don't like what this man has done, like what he's represented and rare. But we're talking about singular season. And what I was going to say to you, Drift, you're forgetting one key thing: impact. This brother's impact was so stupid that they were calling us Suarez FC. And we're not even taking away nothing from the players that he was playing with. Brother is playing with a D Sturge, a Coutinho, a Sterling, a Gerrard. Do you know what I'm saying? But the impact that this brother had was fake. At one point, when we played Spurs, he had more goals than the teams in, if I'm not mistaken, there was a graphic that came up on the screen on Sky Sports. Out of the bottom six, he had more goals than teams at one point. Suarez season, for me, the impact that it had, I think kind of outweighs what everyone else done. Salah, for me.
This is our last question, right?
Yeah. Let me.
No, just quickly. While you're doing that, Cal, sorry to do this to you, bro, but is it possible for you to actually bring up the stats of all of those players in them seasons? Is that a bit long-winded?
I will try. Jamrock, so 13-14 Suarez got 31 goals, 19 assists.
This is what I was going to say.
No, you got 31, 19,
and 7.
31 and 12. In fact, no, we're just doing it. We're not just doing it.
That's in the league, fam.
Yeah, you got 31 and 12. No, did he score more?
No, he got 31 and 12 in the Prem, and I think
assists.
Overall he got 17 assists. I think
19 apparently.
19. Let me say this:
says, even Suarez shots that hit the bar post were great.
Yeah, they were.
Listen, Suarez. I know Salah's deep, isn't it? And the thing is, Salah scored 43. Was it 43 or 44? Was it 43?
He scored 42 goals that season.
Oh, 42. Yeah. When you think of that,
42
that is
all comps and broke the Premier League record that Henry,
100%,
Suarez himself, Van Nistelrooy, all them man couldn't break.
100%. But I will say this though, and I will say this because I think what Salah done was absolutely sensational. But let me ask you a question for all the Salah, I won't say fanboys, but Salah fans that think what he done was better than Suarez. Because I'm not even going to disagree with you, by the way. This is just an open question. You see what Salah done for Liverpool that year? Yeah.
I was 44. My bad.
44. He was playing at one point for 6 months. Coutinho, Mane, and a Bobby Firmino who was on crud. If you put in a Suarez in that team with the same players, so take out Salah, so you could, for argument's sake, you just put Mane on the right, Coutinho on the left, and then when somebody left, we changed formation, and we went back to the Brendan formation, and we put Bobby Firmino behind Mane and Suarez. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Suarez might outscore Salah because I've always said it. In my humble opinion, I think Suarez is a better finisher, is a better footballer than Salah. In my opinion, I hate to say it because it hurts, but we have to keep it real. Suarez, for me, in my opinion, was different. I hate the man, but he's different. He is different. When we talk footballing ability,
I'm not arguing with you. I'm not arguing with you. But what I will do though is I'll say to you, okay, let's do this then.
Yeah, go on.
We're gonna do that. Let's do this.
Salah's close. Salah's close.
Let's play Mane on the other side. Both at their peak at the time as well. Remember?
Yeah.
Let's keep Coutinho in the team for the 6 months, like you said. And when Coutinho leaves, let's play Bobby deep. Yeah. And let's play Michael Owen down the middle. Now, if Bobby, Mane, and Salah are all providing Michael Owen,
that's true.
Arguably the best goal scorer in terms of just instinctive, possibly only Fowler. If we're going to have the argument, probably only Fowler's more instinctive in the Premier League era. Because obviously Ian Rush was right at the end of his career in the Premier League.
That's true. I give it that.
How many goals does Michael Owen get in that team?
Torres was instinctive still.
No, he was, but I would probably say Michael Owen was a little bit more instinctive than Torres.
Do you know someone reminded me? Sorry, just to cut you.
Yeah.
Suarez missed games, fam.
I didn't take penalties.
That's facts, but I'm sure if we went through the tape and we looked at it, Torres missed a bag of games through injury that season. Owen would have probably missed some games.
We need to slow down for a minute.
Suarez, I think Salah's the only one who would have played more football across the season.
Maybe.
Do you get what I mean? I'm sure Owen and Torres probably missed more games than Suarez did.
Well, I'm saying...
If I'm not mistaken, Salah only took one penalty that 17-18 season as well.
Did
if
he?
I'm not mistaken.
I know Millie was our prime penalty taker back then.
You know what's so mad, and it's hard to say.
I'm torn between Salah and Suarez.
If you put Suarez,
can I just quickly say to you,
Suarez in the Klopp system, I'll leave it there.
Of players that have played for Liverpool that we're discussing here.
It's mad.
It is mad. All right, let me ask you like this. Yeah, this is a simple one. Like simple. 1-on-1 in front of goal. Who would you rather have? I wasn't even gonna bring it up because I think Owen is actually better than.
If you're saying 1-on-1, Michael Owen, 100%.
Do you know what though? Do you know what I will say? The Suarez when he even went to Barca and got even better. I'm not gonna lie, Drift. The Suarez at Barca, and I know it's cheating because I'm not talking about Liverpool, but I'm just saying he evolved, didn't it? He became an alien. When he went to Barca, he became an alien.
No, as a player, none of the other players can talk to Suarez. We've got to be honest. But if you're talking about 1-on-1, I want Michael Owen.
No, you're right. I will go Owen over Suarez and Salah. I think I would as well. But I'm just saying, though, in a final...
I'm going Owen. There's proof. There's factual proof in the final. Michael Owen is going to do the bit for you, bro. There's actually factual proof, bro.
Let me give you a scenario. You're on a counter. You got one defender to beat. The goalkeeper's Manuel Neuer. And
Michael Owen.
And you've got 20 yards.
Michael Owen, bro.
You got to beat your defender and then smash it past Neuer. Who you
Michael Owen. Michael Owen, bro. Peak Michael Owen,
I'm actually
bro.
going Michael Owen for that one, Matt. I'm not going to lie. You know my thoughts on Michael Owen.
I'm not going to lie to you. There's a part of me that even slightly still says Suarez. Do you want to know why?
Are you sleeping on Torres for that, though, as well?
No.
I'm actually picking Torres with a 1-on-1 over Suarez in terms of... I'm still thinking about pace as well. And I know Suarez wasn't slow, but Suarez is getting caught by your likes of your Diaz's and your Van Dijks, whereas once Torres are always gone, they're gone. That's it. Forget about it. There's nothing else but the goalie and the whites of his eyes, bro. Like he's
I'll say this though. Suarez, we know, as we say, he cannot make a mermaid. He's not making his defender. They're off balance and he's gone. And even though he's not the fastest drift, as you said, yeah, for me, his variety of finishing is better than everyone else. Because you know what Suarez will do that others won't even think of? The goalkeeper, remember I said Man United for a reason. Man United might rush off his line, Suarez will lob him.
Yeah, but Michael Owen just got around him.
Bruv,
Michael Owen just got around him, fam. No,
you know what it is?
Bro.
You know what it is? You see Suarez versus
Michael Owen can dink a goalie as well, you know. Don't sleep on Michael, you know.
But you know what it is? When I think of Suarez and the first time he played Norwich, the array of finishing was the fakest I've ever seen. Like, I'm talking like, bro, man, I've seen this since Fowler days. Like this, we're talking Fowler.
Yeah, I remember when he scored a header from the edge of the box, and I was like, how the fuck did he even have the power to do that? I get it.
Jamrock says Suarez free kicks almost automatic for on target.
Yes, they were. They were.
Yeah.
All right. I hate to bring down the mood though. If we talk about players though, do we not have to speak about their bad sides? And Suarez was always playing the game on the edge, so much so that he stepped over the line a good few times as well.
But we can't talk about the bad side.
We have to though, Matt, because if he doesn't miss those 6 games at the beginning of the season, in my opinion, we win that league. But he missed those 6 games because of his own fault and his own wrongdoing.
I kind of see what.
Yeah, but we're talking about them at their peak, though.
No, but that was him at his peak in 13, 14. He did that, bro.
No, but in 30 at the beginning. Yeah, that is very true. But obviously, I hear what you're saying.
All right, let me.
This game. No.
It's harsh.
No, you caught me off guard. But I'll say this though. Okay, so you start the season with a ban. Okay, he starts with a ban. And my man said, "I'm gonna catch up for lost time." Bro, not only did he ban goals, he got assists, bro.
Yeah.
Like, as much as I rate Salah for that season, when Salah was like just focusing on goals, Suarez,
he wasn't just focusing on goals though, because Salah actually got Suarez got 31 and 12.
Yeah.
Salah in 17-18 got 32 and 10 in the Prem alone.
Did he get 10 assists?
Yes, and he was playing Champions League football, and we got to a final, would have won it if Salah was still on the pitch as well.
That's very true. Salah was playing.
Callum just dropped a bomb right in the middle of the argument.
Do you know what? No, but you know one thing I will say.
Not happy with me still. Is
he's playing in a Klopp. No. But let me do this though. You play it in a Klopp system with again a Phil Coutinho who's highly motivated because he either wants to leave or get a new contract. Not only that, he's playing with a Sadio Mane right now. Sadio Mane is rolling, and a Bobby Firmino who's just at the top of his game. I will ask you this right now: can you put Mohamed Salah in that Liverpool team that Suarez played in, and he still does those bits? That's a question for you, Cal. Let me drop the bomb back to you.
Honestly,
no, Drift, don't even say that. I'm asking Cal. Cal, can Salah do what Suarez did in that team, in that inexperienced team?
At peak of his power, Daniel Sturridge, Philip Coutinho, Steven Gerrard, and Raheem Sterling. Salah still gets big numbers in that team.
Does he do what Suarez does? That's not what I asked you, though.
I'm not sure if he gets the same amount of goals and assists, but he still has an amazing season.
He does, but remember what I said? If we roll the tapes, I said impact. I don't think Salah has the same impact as Suarez, in my humble opinion. I don't think he does, bro.
I don't know.
I think
it's
this
hard
because
no one will know. No one will know.
This argument is difficult because right now we've completely slept on Torres for the entire conversation, and that boy was fucking sensational.
No, Torres is sick, bruv.
But for me, he can't talk to the other four with those.
He can't.
He can. No, he can. Torres was the best striker in the world for 24 months, guys.
He can't.
The best striker in the world for 24
Let me
months.
ask you a simple question.
So was Mike. Maybe not Michael, but Michael
Torres won Spain at Euros, you know.
Yeah. All right, but let's not forget about the other players he played with. Though.
Drift, at their peak, who's better, Suarez or Torres? Who's better at their peak, Suarez or Torres? At their peak of their careers, who was better, Suarez or Torres?
Suarez is a better player.
No, who's better, Drift? Who's better? Who's better, Drift? man froze, no. Man's got them Wi-Fi bars come up. Bro,
I'm gonna be real with you.
It hurts.
Torres finishes fourth.
So we don't have the capacity.
Torres for me in this list. Torres finishes 4th. Owen finishes 3rd.
He's hurting you.
Suarez and Salah.
But
who you want.
You know what it is? It's because Suarez is we have to be real people. Let's
He's
keep
a
it 100.
savage.
He's a scumbag. Like
Yeah.
he's a scumbag, you know. What the things that he done, I can't lie to you, man. I don't care if I'm a Liverpool fan.
I tried to fight. I tried to fight it for my love of Michael Owen, and I still think I had a strong argument. But Cal's right. Matt is right. Suarez actually sits at the table with like Maldini, Ronaldo, Messi. Like he actually sits at that table, like he actually does. He actually
the
does.
most assists in football history, apparently.
Yeah. And this is why people look at me sideways when I say he's better than Henry. And I get nostalgia, but we have to be real. Suarez is actually better than Thierry Henry.
Suarez is.
We actually have to have that conversation.
It wasn't pretty on the eye, but goodness,
it wasn't.
The boy was something else.
He's
still is.
Bruv, he's
just delivered a trophy.
He's still fucking doing it.
He just went. He left Barcelona and said, "You lot are selling me to a rival, yeah? All right, cool. Hold this then."
This is what I was gonna say, bruv. The man actually said, "You know what? Barca, you don't want me. All right, I may not be as fast as I was. I wasn't even that fast, and I may not be, so to speak, as agile as I was. Yeah. All right, cool.
Oh, hey,
I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bang 20 and win the league, and I'm gonna say to you, man, this is what happens." And he went ahead and did that. That is different, bruv. Can't even lie.
Kadir Hussein, we sleeping on Sturridge. Naturally, this guy was a beast. What a caliber of players we have.
I love these Sturridge, but
he can't speak to the others at the moment. Like.
Yeah, his season
without the injuries, he would have been able to.
Yeah, of course, without the injuries, but we got to call it how it was, man.
Yeah, I love these Sturridge.
Yeah. His Sturridge about the injuries was
going down as legend.
Phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal.
Jamrock says Suarez probably the 3rd best player in the world for 4 years. Not probably. For me,
Facts.
He was.
I actually think it was arguable he had a better season than Messi at one point. There was a point where I actually think
15-16 season scored 59 goals, I think, in all comps, or was it 60?
I'm sure there was a point where it was more the popularity of Messi that won him it over Suarez rather than the performances on the pitch.
59 goals, fam. I'm sorry. Nah, brother. And people went, and here's the thing. I'm gonna go one better. In their peak, or I know Suarez's peak is maybe smaller because of you look at the now and to the before, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think Lewandowski could have done what Suarez done that year, in my humble opinion. Not even Aguero. They couldn't touch him.
Yeah.
Suarez it was an alien.
You know who Suarez is? I'm gonna actually say something really controversial here, but obviously like on a smaller scale because you get where I'm going. But he's like the football version of R. Kelly, where you're like,
oh, Lord Jesus.
Why did you have to be that person? Because we could have loved you.
Yeah.
Do you get where I'm going?
I get
we could have loved you.
We'll probably get
Why
monetized.
did you have to be that person? Do you get what I'm saying?
Let's just take the hit now. Don't want YouTube. We take the hit. Don't need to go into the video now. We take the hit. Calm. We take the hit. We take the hit still.
Zabiri says, hate to pee in the win, but we're 2 midfield injuries away from seeing Trent in there. How satisfied would you be seeing Gomez at right back in that scenario?
No, when you see Gomez at right back, you know we're in trouble, innit?
Yeah, for real.
You know we're in trouble because Klopp.
It's got to be Milner. It's got to be Milner.
Yeah.
It's got to be Milner. Raheel says everyone forgets 12-13 Suarez. He got 30
they
goals
do.
This is fact. It's because 13-14 was so amazing.
100%.
Joel Matip, if it wasn't for Salah, we'd never have got to Kiev. If not for Kiev, we'd never build the team we have today, Premier League and Champions League. It's not all about Mo, but he was pivotal. Very true as well.
I feel like the way that was said, that might be the real John Matip, you know. Big up John Matip if you're watching.
I think that statement should lean a bit more on Van Dijk, but I get where he's going.
I think it's both. I think it's both. I'm not gonna lie, we've had some phenomenal questions this evening, man.
We've had some phenomenal 100% questions. 100%.
So much so, I'm gonna drop the beat for the questions still. Yeah. Naby got injured just for kicking grass. Next time he's gonna get hurt sitting on his ass. I told you I'd get you, man. I told you I'd get you.
No. I'm not because of that. I'm not having that.
I told you.
I'm not having that. Nope.
Yeah, you are. Look at your face, bub. You're having it. Laugh out loud.
Hey, Naby, I'm sorry, fam.
Hey, Cal said he was gonna do it, and he
told
did it.
ya.
I said right at the end.
Got him.
You can't do that. No, it's the gig's voice, fam. I swear to you.
He
my
got you,
days.
bro.
I got you.
You got me. I can't even lie. You got me. I can't even lie. You got me still.
Tomorrow we're going to be back for a watch along for Liverpool and Brentford, and we're going to have the post match as well. Then you guys are going to have to send in your viewers review, and we'll get those out as well. Last super chat from Vitu. I love this show. Thought my question wouldn't be that complex, but even the chat is debating it hard, learning a lot from everyone's opinions. Appreciate that opportunity, guys. Have a great weekend. No, thank you, bro. The reason why it was so hotly debated because it was a bloody good question, man.
Trust me, great
Bloody
question.
great
Great question, bro.
Pinto says we didn't mention Barini at all. We know.
Fabio.
Listen, Barini actually went down and sunk Chelsea, buoyed Man City. He tried his hardest to help us while helping Sunderland that year. He's still a G.
He's not a G, bro.
And it's the same way I don't want anybody giving any smoke to Moreno, because we know what happened when he was a Liverpool player, but he redeemed himself with every single fucked up thing he did for Liverpool when he went in the change room or went on IG after they beat up.
He didn't redeem himself for everything he did, bro.
I forgive him for it all. He's a fucking legend.
Speak for yourself, bro.
He's a legend. In fact, they've had too much of us already today. But let's just let me just remind you, Cal. Just a quick reminder. Legend.
Vamos! Get out! Get out, Man United! Get out!
He's a fucking legend.
Moreno's a G, though. I can't even lie. Man, actually.
For all the fans of Liverpool, Man United, get out! No, he's a fucking legend. I don't care what anyone says.
Moreno, Canelo, you know.
Isn't it?
Jamrock says, you remember when Suarez hit the post against Arsenal? Yep, that would have been goal of the season.
That's the best goal that never went in.
Yes, that would have been one of the best goals ever.
Facts. But guys, it's been an amazing show.
Oh shit, guys, sorry, just quickly. That's a very good point from capacity. Can we we keep forgetting to bring up the fantasy league. We forgot from Monday. Is there a way we can quickly bring it up now, guys?
That might take a little long star.
Oh, okay. Just because the weekend's coming, innit?
We can do it tomorrow, though. We can do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. He knows who's still top. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but he knows who's top.
We'll do that tomorrow. During the watch along, furthermore, we'll do it during the watch along.
Yeah, we'll do it halftime during the watch along.
100%.
If we forget, please people remind us, because my brain's a bit on the sieve at the moment. So please remind us. But no, massive love, people. Make sure you check out FansBet. Click the link in our YouTube description. And until tomorrow, people, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kopish and we are out. Take care.
Peace.